Quick, and it's just that quick. It's Monday night. It's 8 p.m. Welcome, 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 everybody, to Mother Tucker's Monday. I am Jason of Mother Tucker's, and the fella here next to me is the one, the only. Who are you, sir? Who are you,
Hello,
sir?
everyone. I'm Bill, Garden Guy Bill. So happy to be here with my buddy Jason. Thanks
Well,
for
gang,
joining us, everyone.
it's just me and Bill tonight. So that means we bumped up our rounds. We also, I don't know if I should call them quick claims or they're going to be claims. So we do have some claims, but we're going to do it a little different. Instead of doing it at the beginning or in the middle, we're going to do them at the end. So that means if some folks maybe bought from us and you want to throw those other goodies in your box, we could do that. So gang, what we're going to do is we're going to say hello to you guys. Welcome to all 40 of you that are here with us right out the gate. Then I'm going to make a few announcements about the channel, some sales that are coming up, some things that are changing a little bit from Mother Tucker's. Then we will explain to you how the sale is going to work. Then we'll explain to you how we ship and everything and where we ship from. So with all that said, let's say hello. Who was the first one? Hello, Mick's mom. How are you? It's so great to see you. And she's asking where Mick is, and Mick is right behind you. Hello, Mick. It's so good to see you. Welcome. And guys, as I say hello to you, please say hello in the chat. We'd like to see you. If you guys don't want to be acknowledged, that's okay. But hello to everybody who doesn't want to say hello. So we got Dawn Steelman. How are you, Dawn? It's so great to see you. Hello, Darlene. Happy Easter Monday from London, Ontario. How are you? Hello, hello, hello. It's so great to see you. We got Karen Gillette, who is going to be the official bid ender tonight, and she's going to be our official mod. So, guys, memorize that little avatar. She's the one that you guys are going to be racing towards, and I know for a fact that she's got the good internet. So, it's Monday night, and I get to say Grady Grupo Vintage Recordings. How are you, Gavin? Guys, please make sure you give him a follow. If you guys love vintage, I know you love vintage because you're here with us, but if you guys love vintage music and listening to it the way I think it should be listened to, which is on vinyl, which is a way better sound, give him a follow. He drops content all the time, and I know certain folks. Go ahead, Belle. What were you going to say?
I was going to say, Jason, he put up some Billy Square yesterday.
I still am loving the Rat Pack stuff that he's putting up, especially the Dean Martin. Really good, Gavin. So, guys, please make sure you give him a follow. And Karen, if you could please drop his link in the chat, I'd appreciate it. Hopefully, you guys give him a follow, too. So, Ziggity Zag, how are you, Ziggity Sag? It's so great to see you. Welcome. Hello, Holly. How are you? Hello, hello, hello. Let's see who else is here with us tonight. Everybody, let's take a moment because it is getting warmer here in the lower 48. But let's head on out to Hawaii and say hello to Sharon, a Freddie Fines. Hello, hello, hello. It's great to see you. How are you? Linda's with us. Hello, Linda. Welcome, everybody. Let's see who else is here. My mother, Linda. Hello, Mom. It's great to see you. Thank you always for supporting me. Les, how are you, Les? It's always great to see you. And guys, I'm telling you, you guys got to see Les's collections over on the Instagram. Make sure you guys are following everyone over on Instagram, too. She has some great decor. She has some really great decor. Hello, Marie. How are you? It's so great to see you. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Let's see here. Hi, Jamie. Welcome. Good to see you tonight. Let's see who else is here. I see Suzanne. How are you, Suzanne? Welcome. Happy Monday, everybody. Hopefully, everybody had a great Easter. Hopefully, everybody filled up on some Easter dinner. How are you, Sarah? Renovative Home. It's always great to see you. Guys, make sure you're following her, too. If you guys are down in the Virginia area and you love estate sales, you guys are going to definitely want to follow her. Hello, Blythe. How are you? How are you, Blythe? And Bill, I'm hoping I get to meet her at some point. I hope you bring her down here. Hello, Cheryl, Treasures by the Sea. Hello, how are you? It's good to see you. I'm still being watched because we have Tina upstairs. Hello, Tina. It's good to see you, Tina. How are you? How are you, Robin? Welcome, welcome. Oh, Bill, I always feel like I'm being watched because I am. Hello, Bridget. How are you, Bridget? Welcome. Hello, Steel Whisper. And Bill, did you see that the one and only Steel Whisper and Patty Rose, they made it to your store? They made it to your store. And Bill, what was the name of that video in case folks didn't see it?
That's the Blue Heron Antique video.
Okay, you guys, if you haven't caught that video of Bill's, it's definitely a good one. It's a good one. Hello, V. Welcome. How are you, V? Welcome, welcome, welcome. There's Pam from the Jersey Shore. How are you, Pam? Good to see you. Let's see who else is here with us. I hope I didn't go too fast because I feel like I skipped a few people. I see Gloria. Laura, how are you guys? Welcome, everybody. Let's see who else is here with us tonight. There's Karen, chasing at vintage. Welcome. We got Joy here with us. Hi, Joy. Welcome, welcome. Mary Beth, how are you? And if I say somebody twice, I'm sorry, I'm trying to remember. We got Tammy here. How are you, Tammy? Great to see you. Who else is here with us? There's Pat Robinson. Hello, Pat Robinson. And then hello again, Linda. How are you? Gang, with about 70 of you here on the channel, if you guys are not subscribed to Garden Guy Bill, please make sure you subscribe to him. The link to his YouTube and his Instagram are in the description of the video. And guys, if you're not following me, please consider giving me a follow as well. You're here on my channel, give the video a thumbs up. And also follow us on Instagram because that's where we promote the most. So again, gang, as you know, last week was the last Vintage Gents and it was the last Vintage Quartet. So with saying that, moving forward, you'll still see me every Monday night here on Mother Tucker Mondays with my co-host, Garden Guy Bill. We'll still be doing this at 8 p.m. Eastern. You will see us by ourselves and you'll also see us with guests on here. We're working on the schedule. Once we know the schedule, we will make sure that we make it public so you guys know. Also on Wednesdays now, you'll see Enamor Amy with me here on my channel, and we're calling it Fantastic Finds with me and Enamor Amy. So guys, if you love the kitsch, if you love the mid-century, and I'm pretty sure Amy's going to be bringing some handmade. So if you guys enjoy that, please head on over and check us out every Wednesday night at 8 p.m. This week, on Thursday night at 8 p.m., it is my proud pleasure to present everybody for the first time in over 6 months. The very lovely Misty, Thrifter Junker Vintage Hunter, is going to be twilighting with us in the witching hours. So she's going to be our guest this week here on my channel, along with Bill, Garden Guy Bill, and Enamor Amy. So, guys, you're not going to want to miss that sale. That's going to be this Thursday at 8 p.m. Eastern. Also, with saying all that, Misty's going to be joining us on my channel probably once a month, maybe if I can convince her a few more times. So she will be joining us again for some evening sales. So please look forward to that. We're still working out our schedules, and we will be posting that probably here in the near future. So, and there's going to be some other great collaborations that you're going to see here on the channel that I'm really excited for. We're just working out some of those dates. So I think that's pretty much it. Bill, do you want to explain to the folks? I know we saw some folks hop in. Hopefully you saw some of them, but Bill's going to explain to us how sales is going to go tonight.
Sure thing. First thing to know, if you're new to us, welcome. If you're someone who's viewing in the background and not in the chat, we appreciate you being here. Whenever you want, feel free to pop into the chat. Let us know you're here. No pressure though, but we know there are a lot of you in the background who are watching, and we really just wanted to know that we appreciate you. Second thing to know, you need to be in live chat all messages. If you are in top messages, you will not see all of the comments. So if you want to make sure you're seeing all of the chat in as real of a time as possible, given the lag here on YouTube, make sure you're in live chat all messages. So we have 15 rounds of items tonight. As Jason said, three rounds at the end of the show will be claims. The rest of the items will be offer-ups. And what that means is it's an auction-style opportunity for folks to take a look at something that we're bringing. Again, there's 12 rounds of those things. And we will go one by one, show you an item, tell you what the start price is to see if there's any interest on it. We'll describe the item. We'll tell you about any condition issues that you may need to know. We also, here on Mother Tucker's Monday, we really welcome you putting information that you may know about that item into the chat, because we're all here to learn. We all love vintage and antiques. That's why we're here. So if you know something about the item, please let us know what you know. After we receive a bid or two for that item, we will announce that we'll start a countdown. People can still bid. And remember, over here on YouTube, we bid in $1 increments at the start price or above. And we will do a 15-second countdown unless we see that there's a lag. At the end of that 15-second countdown, Jason or I will say bid end. When we say bid end, lovely Karen Williams will put the words bid end into the chat, and the highest bid before that bid end will receive the item. Now, we also have an option here on YouTube called Just In Case. And just in case is a bidder's option to use if there's something that they're really wanting to claim, and there are other multiple bidders that you feel may outbid you. So the just in case is the maximum amount you're willing to bid on an item. So if you are the highest just in case, at the end of the countdown, we will bid you up $1 over the next highest bid or the next highest just in case. We ask that just in case only be used during the countdown and by active bidders. So if you're interested in putting in a just in case and you are an active bidder before the countdown, you just type the letters JIC with that maximum amount you would be willing to spend on that item. You may not have to spend that amount. We're going to only bid you up $1 over the next highest bidder or next highest just in case, but just keep in mind that someone may bid $1 under you and you may end up paying that that price that you put in there. So it's just an opportunity. If there's an item you were really hoping to get and add to your collection, it's your best option for being able to get it. So if you are someone who claims an item today and you are the highest bidder, we need some information from you. Both Jason and I use PayPal to invoice you. You don't need a PayPal account in order to pay your invoice. We are sending you a link, and with that link, you can check out as a guest. But in order for us to generate that PayPal invoice, we need your YouTube screen name, your real name, your shipping address, and your PayPal email address. If you are a new buyer to either one of us, feel free to send that information to us even before you make your first purchase. In just a second, our email addresses will be up on the screen. And it's those 4 pieces of information that we need from you if you buy something or if you would like to pre-register with us. Either one is fine. At the end of the broadcast, we will show once again any items that weren't claimed earlier. We call that the recap. During the recap, it's our opportunity to show items for people who maybe need a little bit of time to think about it or who weren't here initially. The recap moves quickly, but we will show anything that wasn't claimed earlier. And I think that's it.
And Bill, where do you ship from, sir?
Right. So again, I'm Garden Guy Bill. I am from northern New Jersey, so I ship from that area, the Garden State. I also offer local pickup at the shop in Morris County, northern New Jersey. So that's it's really easy to arrange. Just send me a DM or an email and we can do that. I use, as I said, PayPal to invoice only. I don't use any other form of invoicing. And I use a service called Pirate Ship, which allows sellers like us to get discounted rates on shipping all across the United States, Canada, and quite frankly, the rest of the world. But I only ship to the US and Canada. I plan on invoicing tomorrow. I tried to pull a Jason last week and do all my invoicing at the end of the week, and no. I need to be on top of it. It really builds up for me over the week. So I plan on invoicing tomorrow.
All right. Along with what Bill said, I utilize PayPal. That's how I invoice. I also use Pirate Ship. I only ship to the US and Canada. I own a brick and mortar here in central Pennsylvania. If you guys want to utilize free pickup, please just make sure you email me, and that way we can, figure out when you want to come in and pick it up. I will invoice you for the item. Once it's paid, it'll get to the shop so you can utilize that free pickup. Remember, gang, I own a brick and mortar. Come on in, visit us. We're hoping, Thursday through Monday. Also, I will be packing and invoicing for all 3 sales on Saturday. So if you don't hear anything from me, that's okay. It'll be on Saturday. If you need something invoiced or shipped ASAP, make sure you send me that email. And I can usually pack it, invoice it, and then get it shipped within 24 hours as long as you pay the invoice as soon as it's sent to you. I think with all that said, welcome anybody if we missed you. Again, welcome to Mother Tucker's Monday. We did bump up our rounds tonight, so we do have 12 rounds. We're going to do 3 quick claim rounds at the end. And Bill, are you ready to get us kicked off?
I am, but it's really funny what's happening in the chat right now. Blythe literally lives like 5 miles from me, and she just realized that Garden Guy Bill lives in the Garden State. I've known this woman for years, and she just put that together.
Oh, gosh. All right.
Okay, I'm ready. So I just need to preface my sale tonight by letting you all know that a few days ago, I messaged Jason and with a picture of the things I was considering bringing tonight, because you're going to see a little bit of a different side of Garden Guy Bill tonight. And I'm sort of excited to see what people's reaction will be. Most of you know that many of the items I bring are garden or nature inspired. And I think I brought sort of a, well, you'll see. I'm really excited about what I brought tonight. And it all started because of this item. So I have this beautiful Noritake creamer. Jason, it's going to start at $15 if anyone is interested. Okay. And so some of you have heard before that my grandmother and her sisters ran an antique store from the entirety of my youth. This piece of Noritake in lots of different hand-painted designs was something that I remember back for as far as I could remember hanging out in that store. And so this is a creamer. There is a sugar that would come with these. They have a really interesting little top with holes at the top. But I just think the landscape on this hand-painted creamer is gorgeous. It does have the Noritake mark on the bottom. Oh, it's showing up really nice today. So this is a Japan piece, but it's just so beautiful. Let me give you a close-up on it. I feel like it's a really soft palette, reminiscent of, to me, springtime. There is this gorgeous detail on the handle. Look at that. No chips or cracks. I mean, it does have signs of age. There might be a little discoloring around the rim here. I think it was used at some point. The back is also hand-painted. Just really, really pretty.
This is gorgeous, Bill. And the yellow is always so sought after. The yellow.
Yeah. It's funny because when I saw this one, see, I'm familiar with these. I've seen a lot of these over time. These were a really popular piece back starting in the 50s. Mm-hmm. But I've never seen one in this colorway with literally Purple Mountains Majesty in the back. There's purple mountains in the background here, which I think is just so beautiful. I'm a sucker for anything that looks like a birch tree. So you're going to see another birch tree piece later tonight, but this is just so lovely. It is 5.5 inches tall. And as I said, it's in really great shape. But even the detail on the handle extends to the top. I don't always, I've seen a lot of these, as I've said, I don't always see hand painting on the handles.
It's like a thicker Moriagi, almost on that handle.
And speaking of Moriagi, there will be some of that later today too.
It's gorgeous.
So pretty. So Patty, thank you so much. I see your bid. I'm going to go ahead and start a countdown. So we would be looking, I love birch trees too, Audrey. I just think they're so beautiful. We'd be looking for 16 or more for anyone who may be interested. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end.
You're right, Bill. That stands alone as a vase. It's just gorgeous, like a ewer almost. Just gorgeous.
It really is a really nice one. Okay, so there is the bid end. Thank you so much, Karen. So Patty, this is yours for 15. Thank you so much.
Congratulations, Patty. It's really, really gorgeous. All right, guys, my first round tonight's going to be choice. It's going to be choice at $10, and it's going to be on some art glass. Now, I don't think this is very contemporary. I think these are more late 70s into the 80s, but it's going to be choice on these swans. And the reason why I think that is that the bottoms are polished and they are clear bottoms. So they're not cloudy. So they're more of a higher quality. I could speculate where I think they're from, but I don't have a label on them. But they are nice high quality glass. You can see they're like a smoky blue. So they're this gorgeous smoky blue. And I have two of them for you to choose from. You can see that they have the pinched eyes. And each one of them measures about 3 inches tall by about 2.5 inches wide. So there's no chips or cracks or damage. That's your first little swan. And it's going to be choice at $10. And you can even see there's not even many inclusions in there. So really, really cute. And there's no chip to the beak. So let me show you that one. So there was your first one. Here is your second one. And again, we're just starting these at $10 choice. And you can buy them both if you want. And you can face them each way. Each one of these is just a little bit different. So that's the one I just got done showing you. Here's the second one. Again, I think these are really unique. it does seem like the top is a little clearer, but you can see that the more dense color is in the bottom. So they kind of feel like and look like a Swedish glass. I'm not too sure if that's what they are, but they are a high quality glass, a cute little paperweight or a glass figurine. You can see they have these polished bottoms, probably 1970s or early 1980s, I would suspect. Deanna, thank you. I see you for 10. So we're looking for 11 or more. And again, they both are pretty much identical. And they both the measurements come in by about 3 inches tall by about 2.5. So let me just spin that one around again so you guys can see. And again, they are like a smoky blue. And then up near the heads, they start to lose the thicker or the darker concentrated color in them. So, all right, we're at 10. We're looking for 11 or more. Gang, remember, we are doing just in case for active bidders, and it is on choice. So let's go ahead and count it down from 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. I just want to get that glare off of there so you guys can see. No chips, no cracks. Gorgeous art glass swans. Linda, thank you. I see you at 11. We're looking for 12 or more. Again, they measure about 3 by 2.5. Patty, I see you in at 15. Thank you so much. Right before the bid end. So Patty, let me know if you want 1 or 2. And they are pretty much identical. As you can see, maybe this one we would call it has a taller neck. This one might have a shorter neck if there was one you saw in particular. So Patty, just let me know if you want 1 or 2. And then Linda would have choice if she wanted to take 1. So Patty, just let me know if you want 1 or 2. And if there was one in particular, again, I think that one would have the larger neck on it.
She wants the darker one.
Okay. Let me see here. Hang on a second. Just give me one moment. Okay, Patty, it looks like this one is darker. And this one was the one with the longer neck. So Patty will give you that one. And then Linda, let me know. I'll watch the comments. Linda, let me know if you wanted the other one. If you wanted 2, that's okay. And then Deanna, if you can just watch the chat. If Linda says no, you could have this one as backup. So Linda, that could be yours for 11. Just let me know. And we're going to get Bill over here. Get you
She'll
going.
take it. Linda will take it.
Thank you so much, guys. How much, sir?
$8, Jason. And I have a piece that I'm really fascinated with, but I'll be quite frank, I don't know a lot about it. It is a piece of Italian pottery, and it appears and was marked on the bottom as a trivet tray, as a little tray or a dish. But it is this gorgeous piece of Italian pottery. And it looks to me like it may be some sort of pastoral or farm scene. But I'm not sure. It's in beautiful glaze and beautiful color. It is older pottery. You can tell it has a couple little chips at the top, which I can tell by the underlying clay that it is an older piece of pottery. It's 4.5 inches from side to side, 3.5 inches from top to bottom. But the reason I picked it up, other than it struck me that it was really gorgeous, is on the back, it is labeled Capodimonte, Italy, and it's numbered. So it's a numbered piece of Capodimonte pottery. Now, Capodimonte is often a porcelain type of pottery. We see those really delicate flower arrangements that Capodimonte does, but this is definitely a piece of thicker pottery. But I just thought it was so interesting that it has this mark, and possibly something that, if anyone was interested in it, you might be able to do a little bit of research about to see what it really stands for. So in a sense, I don't know what the true value of this piece is, other than aesthetically, it's really quite beautiful. And I imagine you could use it for lots of different things. A soap dish, a wall hanging, lots of different things. I imagine it could even be used as an ashtray if someone wanted to, but Garden Guy Bill doesn't sell ashtrays, so you have to use it as something else.
Bill, don't they usually number them when it's a higher quality or an artist?
So, yeah, this is definitely. I can tell with the limited knowledge I know about Italian pottery that this is a high quality pottery, and it does have that numbering on the back. Oh, it's focusing really nicely now. Now, the word above Capodimonte, I think, might be the artist's name. I've tried to search it quite a bit and I wasn't able to find it, but partly I can't find it because I really don't know what all the letters are. They can be interpreted. The A's sometimes look like H's. Yeah, absolutely, Mick. It could be great in a shadow box on a wall.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, look, Misty just called us out.
Wait a minute, what?
Thanks, Virginia. Yeah, I think it's really, really sweet. So, Noelle, there is a chip here at the top and a couple little chips here at the top. Are those focusing, Jason?
Yes, they are. Right there, you can see the one right there by his finger up at the top. Yep.
Yeah, and then there are a couple over here. And for me, one of the good things about, not that there's ever a good thing about the chip, but I can tell based on this larger one that the underlying pottery is quite old. Anyway, so I think this is a nice little mystery item for someone to do some research on if they were interested. So that's why I brought it. Again, I don't really know what the value is, but I do think it's beautiful. I don't know if they're fishermen. I don't think that's water. I've looked at it a lot. I actually think that's a building. So I'm not sure if they're, for me, I think it's, I don't know. It could be. And the more I look at it, maybe it is not a building. Maybe it is water with a hill in the background.
And am I seeing a horse in there somewhere, Bill?
There is some sort of hooved animal, Jason.
Okay.
I don't know if it's a horse or a goat or I just don't know. So interesting. So I think Linda is in at 10. We're looking for 11 or more. I'm going to go ahead and start a countdown on this beautiful piece of mysterious Italian pottery. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end.
The colors on it are so good. And you don't
I know,
see that.
That's really what drew me to it.
Love it.
And actually, quite frankly, when I saw that it was Capodimonte, I was shocked.
Yeah, usually it's got those big chunky flowers and things on it.
Yep. All right, thank you everyone for your bidding. So I see that Dawn had a bid of 12 before Karen's bid end, but Noelle came in with a just in case of 31. So Noelle, thank you so much. This is yours for 13. I know we say this a lot, but I would love to hear if you find out anything about it.
Yeah, it's a super unique piece. Congratulations, Noelle. All right, guys, my next item, I'm under contract with Bill to either have a planter or a pixie. So this is my choice of pixies for tonight. It's going to be $12 choice. The white one here, and I will show them to you up close. I just like to show them together before I show them individually. So your first choice at 12 is going to be the white one, which the barrel is either a match holder or toothpick holder. And then we have the more jester style pixie. I'm pretty sure they're both occupied Japan.
Yes, my friend, they are.
Except this one got the guy right here. It's stamped on his hand, and there's not a lot of room. So from what I could tell with with a little, whatever you look through to magnify things, a magnifier, I could see that it almost had occupied Japan. So this is your first choice. I think this cute little pixie has a little bit of paint loss. You can see there's a little bit of paint loss right there to the feet. You can see that it is marked occupied Japan on the bottom. So it is more porcelain. Both of these are more porcelain than ceramic. Super clean on the inside. This would be great for a little air plant. He's getting sort of washed out. I'm not sure if he would have been painted. You can see there is a little bit of extra red back here. Maybe he was all red and somebody cleaned him off, but I think he looks really, really cute all in white. So again, I'm not sure if that was a bunch of cold paint. It also looks like the painter was a little sloppy and got some paint on the barrel as well. So that's your first choice. And he measures about 3.5 inches tall. So 3.5 inches tall. And this one, oh, I love this one. I love the one that is crawling, or the one that they always call it is twerking. But he is super cute. I'll show you here on the hand. You can see the hand if it wants to focus. That's where it says the occupied Japan. And it even has like the Nippon mark. I kind of saw where it said Nippon. So he definitely is a higher quality pixie, really good condition. And then this is when they would actually dip the fabric. Thank you, Mary Beth. They would actually dip the fabric in the porcelain and then it would harden. And then that would be on there. And a lot of times that's broken and damaged, but there's no breakage or chippage on this one at all that I could find. Because usually you can tell that they're chipped because then the gold's missing. But he's in really good condition, and he measures about 4 inches wide. So he measures 4 inches wide. And Bill, they did make a whole series of these, didn't they? Doing almost
probably 12, 15 different ones. Yeah.
And he's got blue eyes too. So he's super cute. So that was your other choice. And then your first choice was the little pixie, which was a barrel toothpick holder, or it could hold a tiny little air plant. So let's go ahead and count these down. We're looking for 13 or more. That's on choice. High bidder can take 1 or 2. And remember, gang, we are doing just in case for active bidders. So let's count it down from 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. I love them. And we have a few of these too. I see Karen says they have one of those little green guys as well.
There's actually an entire band.
Oh, wow. Wow. So cute. Everybody needs a pixie. They're good luck. If you guys actually do research on them, they're really good luck. It could hold a tiny little airplane. That's what it did sound like, Patty. You're right. Oh, my God. So, Mary Beth, let me know which one you want, and we'll just designate it green or white, and you can definitely take both. And if you just want one, we'll bring the other one back during the recap. So, Mary Beth, just let me know if you want green or white, and let me sit them down, and we'll wait for that to come in, and we'll get you going, Bill.
She'll take both.
All right. Congratulations. Thank you.
So, Jason, I'm going to start this at $10. And I have a couple of framed pieces tonight. And the first one, again, sort of goes with that theme that I started out with that beautiful picture I showed you earlier. I have this framed piece, and they're always so hard to show because of the glass. But this piece is called Birch Lane. So the title of the piece is here, and there is actually an artist's signature. I do want to point out before anybody bids, though, there is some water damage on the mat that's on the inside down here at the bottom. So I just want to give people a good look at that. That could be addressed if you're someone who for whom that is bothersome. But it is just this beautiful framed art piece of these amazing birch trees kind of going down this wooded lane. I just love it. I think it's gorgeous. It would be in my gallery wall if we had more wall space. It is 8.5 inches from top to bottom, 12 inches across. If anyone is interested in putting a bid on it, there is also the option to send it without the frame and without the glass, if that was something that would be concerning to you. But I think it is just gorgeous. I'm a big lover of landscapes that don't include any human elements in them. Not that I don't like people. I like people, but sometimes I just want to look at nature.
It's more, I think they're more peaceful. You know, it almost puts you there by yourself, seeing all that serene environment. And did you say who the artist was, Bill? I may have missed it.
So this is the artist's name is probably Julie. I can't read it. Bucknell, maybe Julie Bucknell. It is not a photo. This looks to me like it was done with pencil.
Okay.
Or charcoal, one of the two. I don't know. I'm not a big art guy, but it's definitely an original piece. It's either pencil or charcoal.
Bill, they're saying it's a little hard to see. Can you kind of get it a little closer?
Yeah, it is really hard to see with all the glare.
There we go. Yeah, we try to light it up so everything can be seen, and then it kind of, oh, there you go. Now it's focusing. You got Kelly at 11. Oh, that is gorgeous, Bill.
Yeah. Again, as I said, I'm a sucker for these trees. They're so beautiful. For those of us who live in the Northeast, this is kind of one of our native trees in the area. Just love them. Yeah. So it's kind of focusing on the type of art piece it is, but it is not a photo. It is either pencil or charcoal.
And Bill, what do you think? The frame's a wooden frame, right?
The frame is a standard wooden frame.
Okay.
Has some age to the back, as you can see. It's got a piece of string across the back. But again, there is that water damage on the mat down here at the bottom.
Do you think you can kind of give an approximate decade?
No, I don't know that much about art. I just know what's beautiful. I don't know.
It reminds me a lot of the Nutter. There's a artist that does, oh, I forget the full name, but it's something Nutter. And a lot of those were very 20s and 30s. It's very reminiscent of that. Hey, cute Fluff.
Yeah, I mean, based on this mat, this is one of those older mats that has, I don't know if you can see it, it has the groove detail in here. So I think you're right that it would be in the 20s or 30s based on the mat itself.
Yeah.
I know you all can't see what I'm saying, but it's one of those mats that has that impression all the way around in it.
Yep, and they're right. It's very reminiscent of Wallace Nutting. Yep.
Well, this definitely does not say Wallace Nutting. Well, it looks like it's Julie Bucknell.
Okay.
But it is called Birch Lane. So we've looked at it for quite a long time. I'm going to go ahead and start a countdown. I just think it's gorgeous. So right now we'd be looking for 24 or more. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end.
This is gorgeous, Bill. Have you had this for a while?
I have. So, Jason, when you visit us, you'll see I have a huge gallery wall of landscapes that are absent of people. And I always tried to work this one in, but it's just not a size that will fit in the puzzle of a gallery wall. But we tried.
It's gorgeous.
All right. Thank you all for your bid. So there's Karen's bid end. So I see Renovative Home in with a 28. Kelly came in with a just in case of 50. So it looks like, Kelly, this is yours for $29. Thank you so much.
That was a great piece, Bill. Congrats, everybody. All right, guys. I'm really excited to offer this. This is something different for me, starting only at $22. Now, vintage playing cards are very collectible, and the older they are, if you have a full complete set, they're really, really collectible. These right here, these are from the New York Consolidated Card Company, which was a very, very notorious card company. And I don't even know, maybe they still might be in business, but they made a lot of cards. And I love, first of all, the very Deco or Nouveau style of spade on here with the hand holding the card. So this is a complete set. I was actually able, in researching this, to find this, and I found a photo. Now, I did speculate that these were from the 1920s, which means these are really, really, really collectible. So again, it's a full complete set. I will pull it apart and let you guys see it, but this is the cover. There's a little bit of wear, but I was actually able to document a few times sealed sets that still had the stamp on them. They used to stamp these like they did alcohol, and they used to stamp these the way they would stamp cigarettes. And I've actually found some that were stamped 1926 and around that age. So these are definitely from the 1920s. They are all here, all 52 of them. There's just a little bit of wear here to the case. You can see maybe just a little bit of water damage. Then when you open it up, you slide the pack out. So then that's your case. And then you can see the gold gilding here to the outside. And with playing cards, it's almost even the quality of books. When they actually put that gold on the outside, that meant it was a higher quality deck of cards. So they did that the same with books. So then we'll pull them out here. And what's great is that the ace has the same exact spade with hand. So now you can definitely see the detailing on these. Of course, the whole entire thing measures about 4 by 2.5, which is the size of a card. And this was just a premier company who was very good at graphics. I know, Patty. I just think it is so pretty. So there is your ace. I will show you guys some of the other cards. You can tell that it is, of course, thicker grade, but it is a full deck of cards. You guys can use it. You guys can play, and or it just makes great decor. And you guys could pop these in flower frogs if you wanted to. I just think they're actually nice to just put on display. So there's that. Let me show you the backs of them. Very, very Art Nouveau, hinging into the Deco era, 1920s. There is a little bit of wear to them, but there's no major bends. There's no major, issues with these, no major staining. But you can tell somebody did use these and play with these. So hello, everybody who's just joining. So right now we are with Patty Rose at 22. So that is in good condition. The initial, holder, it's a thicker, almost cardboard style that's like a laminate. And then you pop it into the other pack, and then there it is, sealed, safe to play. And this is like a light gray. It might be reading a blue, but it's definitely a light gray. So let's go ahead and do a countdown on this. We're at 22 with Patty Rose. We're looking for 23 or more. We are doing just in case for active bidders. So we'll go from 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. Thank you, Patsy. I see you're 25, so we're looking for 26 or more. On these pretty much antique, we're a few years away from them being fully antique, almost 100-year-old 1920s playing cards by Consolidated Card Company of New York City. Thank you, Patty Rose, for just in case at 32. There's the bid end. So with a 25, and then you're just $26, Patty. Thank you so much. Congratulations. They're really, really neat. Thank you, guys.
Yeah, Jason, those were really cool.
They're different.
A lot. So Kelly, I did see your comment. How cool. I love it when people find an item that can be used as a gift for someone else. I don't know if you saw it, Jason, but Kelly just bought that birch tree print, and her husband is an arborist. So she's thinking about maybe a Father's Day gift. I love it when that works out like that.
Me too.
All right, so these are $12 for choice.
Okay.
And I think this is my only choice round of the evening. And it's salt and pepper shakers, because if you know Jason and I, we bring salt and pepper shakers. But these both have a couple things in common. They're both redware. So they're both Japan redware salt and pepper shaker sets. And they both have a rooster theme. So the first choice are these adorable little rooster teapot salt and pepper shakers with these little metal handles, which are still intact. They both do have their stoppers on the bottom still with the blue and gold Japan sticker. Just so sweet. And I'll just give you a close-up on this particular rooster. No major chips or cracks. They do have, minimal signs of age. The paint actually on the roosters and on the gold detail is still in quite good condition, as are the bottoms. And again, these are redware. You can see that in the unglazed part. The clay that makes these is a red clay. And redware is generally glazed in darker colors as well, like this set. So this set of shakers is 3.5 inches tall. So that's the first choice.
And
the second choice, yes.
They're always missing the handles. Every time I find them, they're always missing the metal handles.
And they're so darn cute. The handles are so cute. I just really, really like them. Really fun. So the second set are also roosters, and they are also redware. These have a little bit more of a mid-century vibe to them. It's this set. And this is the classic Sansko set of roosters. So Sansko is one of those great pottery companies that operated out of Japan in the mid-century. Both of these have their plastic stoppers. And you can actually see that the bottoms weren't fully glazed. I think that's how they were initially. These both have a lot of cold paint on them. And look at the quality of it. It's still in really good condition.
Love these. We actually had a set of these in our collection for a long time.
Yeah, aren't they fun? And the beaks are in great condition. This part, I don't know what that's called. I'm sure we have some farm people familiar with farms who might know what that is.
I think it's the crown. Is it the crest?
Crown? Oh, maybe it's the crown.
And actually, I always love these, Bill, because they pair well with the Portugal roosters. If folks collect the style of the Portugal roosters, they always look great with them.
So this is the salt, and the only condition issue on the comb, that's what it is, Virginia, you're right. It's the comb. The only condition issue on either of them is this chip on the bottom of this one. You can see from this side. Well, you can't really see when they're at the side, but from head on, you can see. So those are the two choices of redware rooster-inspired salt and pepper shakers that we have. So right now, let me give you a better look of the roosters. I just love these primary colors, the red, yellow, and blue. So striking. I think they look good together too, the two sets.
See, Victoria.
So I'm going to go ahead and start a countdown. Right now, Robin has a 26, so we'd be looking for 27 or more for choice. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. Yeah, Dee, I agree. This redware is really nice. Redware is not the most stable of ceramic products. It gets very chippy very easily. These were definitely cared for. So there is the bid end. So before the bid end, I saw Robin in with a bid of 26. Patsy came in with a bid of 34. Then Robin came in with a just in case of 34. So Patsy, you have first choice since your bid was in before the just in case. Just let me know if you would like the teapots or the roosters or both. And then Robin, you're back up also at 34. And then Dawn is next at 25. And Sonia is next at 23.
I love the way you displayed them together.
Yeah, I think about that a lot. Like for people who, who do displays or collections a lot, it's fun to sort of put things that are alike together, but different. They're the same and they're not. So Patsy is going to take the teapots. Patsy, those are yours. So Robin, just let me know if you would like the roosters at your bid of 34. And again, if Robin doesn't want them at 34, Dawn, you have next choice at 25.
I could see those little
Robin
teapots
wants
in
the
front of a
rooster.
stove. All right. Congratulations.
What did you say,
Awesome.
buddy?
I said I could see those little teapot ones if you guys had like a stove, like a little stove at home or something to kind of hang them there. I thought it would look great. All right, guys. My next item is going to start at 20. Now, bear with me, please. This is going to be hard to see, but it was so worthwhile bringing to the sale tonight. And I tried to show it really good in my reel, and I even practiced to try to show it. So we're going to do my best, but it's going to start at 20. And I have this comfy baby bottle. There we go. You can see that it has this embossed rabbit with a top hat. So I'll show it to you a couple different ways, but you'll get the gist of it here. So it's an embossed rabbit with a top hat. He has a cane, and they always called these comfy. They actually did a whole series of these. They had all sorts of different animals. These were made in the 30s and 40s. So this one has the little crest, the little diamond on the bottom. So that means it's original. It does have a little bit of schmutz in the bottom. I did not clean it out with fear of getting like hard water stains in it. So it is clean on the outside, but the new owner will have to clean the bottom. I didn't want it to get all speckled up. We have hard water issues here. So you can see that it has the measurements here on the back. Again, I'll show this to you with paper in back of it so you can see better, but I'm going to show it to you a couple different ways so you guys can see how great this is. There's no chips. There's no cracks. It is a baby bottle, but great to use as decor. It dates to the 1930s and 40s. It measures about 6 3/4 inches tall. So let me see if I can get you up close here. I think my hand might, is that reading, Bill? Is it, because I really practiced with this.
Yeah, I can see it. I can definitely see it.
He is a very debonair, very, very high-class Fifth Avenue bunny with his top hat. And I know we're right after Easter, but then folks, and that's actually an umbrella that he has. And then you can see his feet right there. And, of course, it's a comfy bottle. I see you, Glowy Girl. Thank you for your 20. We're looking for 21 or more. Again, they did do a series of these. I was able to document a couple other animals. Pardon me, one online right now is a monkey. So if you guys ever want to check out the other ones, and these, could you imagine having these as baby bottles? That was probably so cutting edge at the time. And again, these are in the ounces. So they have the measurements on the back in the ounces. No chips, no cracks. There's no real hard water. And then, of course, it has the insignia on the bottom with the number 4. I'm not sure that they really reproduce these, but that does help us document. And you can feel the glass. Whoever purchases it, you know that this is an older piece. So again, there he is.
I love it when people display their clear bottle collections with those colored styrofoam balls on the inside. And I think it would be really fun because, you could do a red at Valentine's Day, a pink little ball at Easter. You could do a different color for Halloween, then a different color for Christmas. Because Jason and I always think holiday.
Yes. If there's a way to relate it, we do. And this is, you can see it's embossed, and you can see they actually gave him texture here on his overcoat. And then, of course, that's an umbrella. So Thank you, Glowy Girl. I see you're 20. We're looking for 21 or more. Let's go ahead and count this down. Remember, we are doing just in case for active bidders on the baby bottle. I'm trying to find a good way. We'll just hold it right here in case anyone pops in. So let's count it down from 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. Looking for 21 or more on the 1930s, 40s. Comfy little baby bottle. Really good condition with the little rabbit on it. And again, they did all sorts of other animals. I see her just in case, Glowy Girl. Thank you so much. There's the bid end. All right. It's yours for $20. Thank you so much. You're going to enjoy it. You're going to enjoy it. Thank you.
Jason, raising a child before plastic must have been really much more difficult. Could you imagine having to hold that for 45 minutes in the same place?
And then washing the fabric diapers? Because I know folks do that. Even some purists still do it today. Like
my parents did. We had fabric diapers. I can't tell you the number of times I got poked with those pins, those big old pins.
It toughened a person.
Yeah, it made me who I am today. So this is going to start at 14, Jason. And I have the first of two of my planters tonight. I have this beautiful blue planter in this really cool design with the two insets on the bottom and then again on the top. And this beautiful blue ombre from the darker to the lighter up at the top. It is just lovely, lovely. I loved it when I saw it. It is 5.5 inches tall, 4 inches across, and it is a Royal Hager planter. Look at the condition of that.
That's the old foil sticker too.
Yeah, it is. And this is one of the ones that was fully glazed. So Hager didn't always fully glaze the bottom of everything. This one was fully glazed, probably because they knew it was supposed to be a planter. And you can see where it was setting in the kiln, the 3 marks where it was setting in the kiln in order for the glaze to set. So it's just a beautiful, beautiful planter. It's really funny because last time just a week or two ago, I went down and hung out with Jason and Tina for the day, and we had an opportunity to see a pretty big Hager collection. Actually, we heard about an even bigger stockpile that we're not supposed to mention, by the way. But it's just funny that once you see something, things start popping up a lot more. And in one of my YouTube videos, when I went to this big antique mall up close to Albany, New York, I featured a booth that was all Hager pottery with many, many planters. It's also the same booth, if you remember, that had all those doll molds, those creepy doll molds. Just trying to get you a little eye candy on this. You're not seeing really well. But the beautiful thing I think about a piece of pottery like this, while it is mid-century and it is older, it also could work with contemporary decors. Not all planters that are old can. And this one definitely could. It's really got this unique design. And of course, the planting space is absolutely big enough for a nice big plant. It is sort of a unique shape for a planter as well. Go ahead, Jason.
I was going to say that's actually one of their staples, that mold, because it is the H that they then later use for the Hager on the sticker. So you can see the H. That actually is the H for Hager on that.
Right. And it does come in some other colors. There's a really nice orange. There's also a green. So it's just a fun piece to have. And this is what Jason was referring to. And then this beautiful sort of dog bone look at the top, which you're all going to get sick of me saying this, but I love vases or pieces of pottery like this that have opportunities to act as a flower frog without a flower frog on the inside. So just so pretty. Yeah, it is a stunning blue glaze. I really agree. And great for 4th of July. Absolutely. So lots of good thoughts. So I'm going to go ahead and start a countdown. We'd be looking for 15 or more. Thank you, Suzanne, for your bid. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. You even see that H on the side, Jason.
Yep. I love this. This is a bold, good color blue, and great for the upcoming summer holidays.
Okay, wow. Okay, so a lot happened in those last few seconds. Thank you, Karen, for your bid end. So it looks like right before the bid end, Audrey came in with a bid of 20. So Audrey, congratulations. This beautiful piece is coming to you.
It's a gorgeous piece of pottery. And Hager is a high quality pottery. All right, $10 choice. And I'm going to try to show these to you without a glare. So it'd be $10 choice. Back in the teens and 20s and 30s, it was very, very in fashion to hang these mottos or mottos, depending where you're from, in your home. So I actually have two for you to choose from. The first one is probably from the 1930s. So this one's probably from the 1930s. So $10 choice. They both measure just about 6.5 inches long by about 5.5 inches wide. So the first one I have to offer you is the Old Friends. Okay. So let me show them to you both, and then I'm going to do my best to read them to you quickly so you get the gist. But they have this great old font. There is no issues with this one that I could see or find, and you can actually see that it shows down below that it is a litho. So Pam, thank you. I see your 10. And this one is Old Friends. And then this one is probably a little older, and the frame is a little rougher. Somebody ripped the paper off the back. There is a little warpedness to this. So you can see there's a little water stain right there. But from the front, it still displays well. This one is your, there we go, get the glare off. This one is your more, hello, Susan, how are you? This one is your more your Art Deco style. It has some of the gold inlay on it, or gold gilding to the paper. And again, they measure about the same. So this one is My Wish for You. And I'm going to do my best to read it to you because sometimes the language is a little different from that era. But this one is a motto that you would have hung in your house, and it says, My wish for you, for your heart a memory and your lips a song, for your life the better things that keep you brave and strong, for your I can't read that. Hold on with the penmanship. From your feastering, all the good, for your feastering, all the good that Mother Earth provides, for your fortune, all that's best, and happiness besides, peace and plenty for your home, forevermore to stay, and may God's own content be yours forever and a day. So that's what that says right there. Again, sometimes back then they did a little bit of wording differently, but I think that's a super great, especially if you know somebody who just bought a home or somebody that you want to grant that to. I think that's just a gorgeous little statement. So thank you, Harry. I saw your bid, and then Pam's back at 15. And this one I think is very endearing, the Old Friends. And this one I think is newer, maybe 30s, 40s, and it is Our Friends. It is old shoes are for comfort, old legends for books, old combs are for puddings, transformed by good cooks. Old beds are for antiques, and old wines for cheer. Old friends are for growing much deeper each year. So I think that's super endearing. And thank you guys so much for the bids. I see you're 16 and 18. So, and again, this one is probably more so, especially you can tell the decor and what they're wearing. Look at the dog right there. This one is probably more 1930s, maybe 1940s. Then these fell out of fashion in the 50s. But these were mottos that you would hang on the wall. And then the one that is much older, which is the My Wish for You. And please just remember that it displays great from the front, but on the back, it does look like that there was a little bit of water damage and a little bit of warping to it. But if you press that in a little bit and put a new back on it, I think it would be great. So thank you guys for all the bids. We're at 18, looking for 19 or more. Let's go ahead and count them down. We are doing just in case for active bidders. So we'll go from 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. And this is on choice of either the Old Friends or My Wish for You. I think they're both cute together, but maybe someone will just want one. Somebody might want two. So Pam, I see you're just in case of 25. Thank you guys so much. There's the bid end. Let's see who was the last bid. All right. So Pam, you had top bid at 18. So let me know if you're interested. We'll call this one Friends. And this one we'll call Wish. And then backup, I think, was Harry at 16, I think.
Yes.
Go back up. Okay. So Pam, just let me know if you want the Friends or the Wish.
She'll take friends.
All right. So I got you for friends. And then Harry, let me know if you're interested in Wish for 16. And I think those were the only bidders. So I'll watch the comments. But Harry, you could have the Wish for 16 if you are interested. All right. We'll get you going, Bill. Thank you guys so much.
$12, Jason. And even though I took a little bit of a different turn today, I had to bring some kitsch. So this is what I brought for kitsch tonight. I'm sort of surprised I even have these in my inventory, but I have.
Love these. Oh my God, I love these. These are so good.
I have for your consideration these
so good
kissing monkeys sitting on a park bench. Now, the one condition issue I want to point out, if anyone is interested, there is some paint loss on the back shoulder of this one monkey, but they have fur on their heads, on their chests, and on their feet. And it is in really good condition for one of these old Japan pieces that has the black stamp on it. I think it's interesting. Some of you have heard my experience with monkeys, so I actually vowed never to sell any monkeys, but I couldn't leave these behind. So I thought I would bring them and try to find a home for them because they can't stay in my home. Let me tell you, they are 4.5 inches from top to bottom and 4 inches across. Yeah, I think they're fantastic as well. And just so you know what I'm talking about, if you're new tonight, I did live in Africa for quite a few years, and monkeys are like, I don't know, squirrels are in the Northeast. They're very much a nuisance. They eat your crops if you're trying to grow your own vegetables. I lived in a tin-roofed house, and when I was at the hospital working, they would come and lift up the corner of my roof and go into the house and create a mess. They actually would, up in the trees when you were walking into town, they would throw things at me.
Oh my God, Bill.
So I'm not a fan, but I know lots of people love the monkeys. You're right, Gavin. We can't leave the monkeys behind, especially when, look at these faces.
Oh my God. Oh my gosh, these are so great.
I've
never seen these before.
Yeah, I wasn't able to identify a manufacturer. Amy may know just based on the glaze and the fur, but I didn't have a chance to ask her. But yeah, not a fan of the monkeys. But I think these are quite a unique and interesting collection for someone else's home.
Bill, plus they're sitting on a park bench. Come on. Two furry monkeys sitting on a park bench. Like, yeah.
And about to give each other a kiss. I mean, one has eyes wide open. The other one is eyes closed in anticipation.
Love it. Love it.
So funny. All right, so I'll go ahead and start a countdown. Dawn is in at 12. Thank you, Dawn. Hey, guys, you have a home. So we'll be looking for 13 or more. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. I will say this fur is really, really soft.
Yeah, it's good.
Really soft. And it's in good condition. I mean, we've all seen a lot of these older Japan pieces that have the fur. We're lucky that they still have the fur, but this fur is in really good condition too. Okay, Karen, thank you for the bid end. And right before the bid end, Patty Rose came in with a bid of 15. So Patty, these are coming to you for 15. Congratulations and thank you.
They would look great in a Valentine's display.
Oh, they really would, yeah.
Display.
Like with a little mini box of heart chocolates.
Yes, really good. Guys, with 130 of you here, please make sure you're following Garden Guy Bill. He has a YouTube channel and an Instagram. Both of those are in the down below, right down below in the information area. All you got to do is click it. We have links there for you. Also, please make sure you're following Mother Tucker's Antiques here on YouTube and over on Instagram. Bill recently dropped a video, a very good video of his Easter display and some of the plants that he actually curated to put with his display. And also, if you could check out my latest one, it is our home decor. We both squeaked them out, Bill, in the last minute.
I noticed. We were like within 12 hours of each other.
We did. And just all you got to do is go down to the description in here. All you got to do is click Garden Guy Bill. It'll take you right over to him and you can watch his video. All right, gang, $20. It's going to be on these bookends. These are pot metal, which means they are a thinner metal that is put into a mold. So they are hollow. They are not, heavy brass, but then they painted them to have the faux brass look. So I have this set of Collie bookends. I know we have a lot of folks that love dog things. They sort of look like Lassie. So they do, if I would hold them the right way, you could see the way they look. So they butt up against the books just like this. They both have their green felt on the bottom. And I'm thinking these are probably somewhere between the very late 40s, 50s into the 60s. So just $20. These are very collectible. They're in really good condition. They measure, let me get my measurements here. They measure just about 5.5 inches tall. Hey, Les, 5.5 inches tall. And then they measure about 4 inches wide. So about 4 inches wide, 5.5 inches tall. And then, of course, when they're together, they're about 8 inches. So they're nice and heavy. They're not going to be too heavy, but they're heavy enough to hold up some books. Really neat. Great detail. Let me show you the face. If you guys love dogs or collies, these are your quintessential faux brass pot metal style bookends. They kind of gave them that antiqued polished look. Just $20. Great condition. There's no chips, no cracks, but there is some mold marks because this is molded metal. And they did that because it was a cheaper process. So then they wouldn't be so expensive. But then they painted them so they had this look. So let me see if I can show you here. You can see right here along the jawline, right there is part of the mold mark. So these would have been molded pot metal, which is like a metal tin mix so that they're not too heavy and they are hollow. There's no manufacturer. A lot of times these would have had some kind of impression of a name of who made them. There is not one on here. There might be if you remove the felt on the bottom, but I didn't want to because the felt on this is so nice, for your wooden furniture and stuff. You're right, Steel. Very Lassie. So thank you so much, Les. You're going to get them both. They're both in very good condition. You can use one by itself. You can actually use these as door stops as well. So I'm sure if you guys did some photo checking on Google, maybe a photo image could give you a manufacturer. I couldn't find one. But again, a lot of times they have numbers, underneath this felt, and that can help you determine the name of the company. I don't think they're Hubley or anything like that. But they're definitely one of those pot metal companies from the 40s to the very early 60s when they made a lot of these. So, but the patina is really good. The detailing on these is really good, especially if you guys love dogs or love collies. So we're 20 with Les. Thank you so much. Again, the measurements, 5.5 inches tall, 4 inches wide. That's each of them. And then, of course, when you butt them up together, they just come in right at 8 inches across. So let's go ahead and do a countdown. Awesome. What, Bill?
I think they're awesome. I love it.
I do too. I think they have a good look and they're not going to cost all that much to ship because they're not the heavy brass ones. So, all right, guys, let's go from 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. We're looking for 21 or more. Or the bid end. Thank you again, Karen Gillette, for being our bid ender on the pot metal bookends, Collie dogs. Trying to get that glare off so you can see they actually gave him very good details in the eyes there.
No, it looks good.
All right, there's the bid end. Les, it came in after, but you don't need it, Les, because they're yours for 20. Thank you so much, guys.
So Jason, I'm going to start my next item at 20, but I did want to address a question. Shannon, I did see your question. I wasn't ignoring you. So when I was in Africa, I was a Peace Corps volunteer and then later worked for the World Food Program. I was a maternal and child dietitian when I was there. So I basically worked with women and children to deal with micronutrient malnutrition and breastfeeding, believe it or not. I'm a breastfeeding coach. So I did that for a bunch of years when I lived in Africa. That's what I did at the hospital. I hate it when people ask questions and we think they're ignoring them. So
Me too.
I get it answered. So for $20, if anyone is interested, I have this beautiful, I'm going to call it not a swung vase. I'm going to call it sort of a pulled vase. It's pulled and twisted and is in a deep, deep amethyst color. When you hold it up to the light, you definitely see that it's purple, but it reads black without any light behind it, which a lot of amethyst glass does. I'll tell you off the bat, I do not know who the manufacturer is. It does have a sticker on the bottom. I've looked at it for long periods of time, and I cannot decipher any word, but it's there nonetheless. It does have one of these really, hi Amy.
Hello.
It does have one of these really classic floral bases, which we see in a lot of the glass. Some Italian glass has that as well, but I'm not saying that it's Italian because I don't know, but it is beautiful. It's got a beautiful color. It has a beautiful opening and mouth here with all these little nubs. It is in great condition. Yeah, I love the twist too. The only thing I will point out is around the back, there is what looks to be like a little surface impact. It banged up against something at some point. But yeah, it is beautiful. And it's a big one. If you do a rainbow display and you need something all the way down at the purple end of your display, this is the vase for you. It is 15 inches from bottom to top. And look at how, I love how narrow it is. And then it goes to this really large.
Bill, when you tilt that, there you go. You can really see the amethyst color. Right? Yeah, down there on the inside. That's a very rich purple.
Yeah. Let me see if, no, that doesn't help at all. But it is really, really pretty. And again, sizable. Oh, you can see a bit of the purple now.
Yep.
The twist is so beautiful to me because each twist follows from one of these petals down at the bottom, and then it ends up full on the other side of the vase when you trace it. Just really, really pretty. And again, it's got height on it. Other than that one impact on the back, it's in really great condition. There aren't any chips around the top. And I just love how big and beautiful this opening is at the top. It definitely has a floral look to it when you look down into it. And again, you are seeing a bit of that violet, right?
Yep. And it's good and chunky. You could really put a lot of flowers in that if you were going to use it.
Yeah. So it is 15 inches tall. I'm just going to double check that because it looks taller to me than 15 inches. But nope, it is 15 inches tall. And this was hanging out with me for a while because I couldn't decide whether or not it was inventory or whether or not it was collection. But as you can see, I don't need many more of these. So
I didn't see the one with the big mouth back there, Bill. I didn't know you had that one. Did you just add that
Blanco.
one?
That's Blanco.
Oh, that is good.
We call that Big Blue.
Okay. All right.
Okay, yeah, so it's 15 inches. I'm going to go ahead and start a countdown. Thank you for your interest, everyone. I'm also quite experienced shipping vases like this. As you can see, I'm a bit of a collector. So right now we'd be looking for 31 or more. So thank you, everyone, for your bids. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. Yes, only the glass around the base here is in the clear color.
So good, Bill.
Yeah, really fun, right? And it just went with the mood of what I brought tonight. So that's why I ended up here. So thanks, everyone. I agree, Susan, it is a beaut. So Karen, thank you for the bid end. The high bid before the bid end was Carlene at 35. Thank you all for your bids.
All right. Let me get myself over here. Bill, I'm going to follow your lead. My vase isn't quite as big as yours, but I think mine is cute nonetheless. This, I suspect, I'm pretty sure that it is, and let me get my number up. I'm pretty sure this is rainbow glass, which we all know rainbow glass is the predecessor to Viking, and boy, does it definitely feel like it. So it is in the Amberina, and of course, the bottom does glow. There's no sickness to the glass. You can see that there's no haze to it. It is a gorgeous bud vase. I love how bulbous the bottom is and then how they did pull the top. It measures 8 inches tall. 8 inches tall. It is blown. There is a little bit of a haze in the very bottom. I was not able to clean that out. So please note that. But you can see how crystal clear the rest of it is. So just down there on the very bottom base of it, there might be just a little bit of a haze. but that might be able to be cleaned out. Again, I'm going to have to shop around for a better bottle brush cleaner because mine gets down so far, but I can't get into the very base. So the whole bottom here does glow. There's cadmium in it. So from right around this point all the way down to the bottom, you do get a really, really good glow on it. This is very, very mod, very mid-century looking. There you go. You can see how this does glow. And again, I'm pretty sure that without too much speculation that this is rainbow glass. Oh, see, wait, it's looking better for me than it is for you. So let me see if we can show, but it's got a really great glow to it. It is an amberina, very mod, very mid-century, almost like a candy corn, almost for lack of a better. No chips, no cracks. You can see that that's the pontil mark on the bottom. Very smooth, very nice. Again, I'm pretty sure that this is rainbow glass. Let me show you the top here. You can see the red part that then fades into the yellow, then fades into almost the yellowish amber bottom, which then makes it what they refer to as an amberina. So it is 8 inches tall, really good condition, no real big inclusions that I could see. Just taking another look. Let's see if we can get it up close. Getting a gnarly glare from the ring light. So there you guys can see. Really mid-century, really, really great. Nice small little vase to pop in with your tall ones. Super clean. Again, this is rainbow glass. They did a lot of these colors, and they were also known for their crackle glass. The only issue is the very, very bottom here. You can see there is a little bit of schmutz in there. Again, my bottle brush cleaner could not get down that far. Hello. Thank you, Les. I see you for 24. Again, it is 8 inches tall, so you guys can get an idea. Great mid-century lines. Hello, Lucinda. How are you? Great to see you. So we'll just show you the top here. Smoothed off top, almost like a clear around the top here. And then again, the bottom does glow. So we got Les in at 24. Thank you, Les. Let's go ahead and do a countdown on this. Going to look great in your mid-century with your other vases. So we'll go from 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. We're just looking for 25 or more. The bid end from Karen Gillette. Thank you so much, Karen, on the rainbow bud vase. I think this is such a great shape. And
I think you're right. I do think it's rainbow glass.
I'm pretty sure. All right, which we know is the ancestor to Viking. All right, Les, thank you. Congratulations. It's yours for 24. Thank you so much. All right, Bill.
Okay, Jason, if anyone is interested, I'm going to start the next round at $38. And I have something else that I've had for a while and couldn't decide if it was part of my collection or part of my inventory. I have some beautiful Dragonware. So Dragonware is this beautiful dragon themed, this teapot. This is if you've never seen Dragonware before, this is raised. So all of this is raised ceramic and hand painted. Just amazing. Let me just give you the close up on this dragon. So beautiful. And it is in really great condition. Now, Dragonware often has this gold detail on it. And over time, that gold does wear. So around the edges of this handle, you'll see little areas of wear. But I've had quite a few of these sets before. And this particular one is in really great shape in terms of the gold detail on it. But just look even at the detail and the colors on this lid. Now, a lot of Dragonware is also referred to as Moriagi. It's not all Moriagi, but a lot of it is, but really pretty. So you're bidding on this teapot if anyone wants to bid. And it will also come with the creamer.
Wow.
With the lid. And again, the creamer is in much the same condition, no chips or cracks, but slight wear on the gold detail on the handles, just because they were used at some point. Dragonware was really popular at one point. A lot of people had these sets. But again, I just wish I could give you a better view of the raised detail. Everything that you see here that makes up the image is raised ceramic on top of the piece.
And Bill, didn't they apply it to that? So
Yes.
they would like whip it on it when it was wet, almost like the wet porcelain they would throw on it, then paint.
And that price was for both of those pieces and the creamer.
38 for all of this.
38 for all of that. You will see a little scuff on the inside of the creamer, but really, really beautiful. Here you can actually see how the gold gets a little bit worn.
Right. Wow.
So the creamer, and you'll get these little biscuit trays for your tea set. There are 5 of them. Wow. So technically it's an 8-piece set, but if you count the tops, it's a 10-piece set. And these are little trays that people often would use for tea biscuits or for the little cucumber sandwiches or whatever else that you serve with your tea. So I'm going to try to show you all of it.
No.
Okay.
And I love Karen Gillette. She's like, but wait, there's more.
So if anyone is interested, for that price, starting price of $38, you would get everything here.
You know, and I never see it in the black and the blue. I always see it in such like a brighter color. And actually, when folks come in to buy it at my shop, they're looking for this tone.
Well, quite frankly, that's why I have this one in our home, because if we were to display any type of Dragonware in our home, it would have to be black themed.
Gotcha.
So pretty. So let me just give you one more look at, I mean, even to take one of these plates and put it on a little plate tray would be just a great display piece, right?
That would be great for a coffee bar. It would be great just to break it up, even if you knew someone who collected teapots and you kept the cream and sugar.
So real quickly, once again, the teapot with the lid, the creamer, the sugar, and then those 5 little plates. I call them the biscuit plates, but they're just little snack plates. So everything there not for choice. It's everything together. So thank you, Karen, for your bid. I see your bid. I'm going to go ahead and start a countdown. So right now we're looking for 39 or more for the entire set. I also just keep in mind shipped from Northern New Jersey. This is going to be a lot of bubble wrap. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end.
Man, I've never seen in a long time the little biscuit dishes along with the teapot and the cream and sugar.
Jason, I found the biscuit plates at a completely different place than I found the rest of the tea set. So I put them together. So thank you, Karen. I see your bid end. I'm sorry, Raquel, your 40 came in right after the bid end. So Karen, this is yours for $38. Thank you so much.
Congratulations. So good. All right. Let me get myself over here. My next item is going to start at $30. So $30. And it is for a gorgeous little piece of Murano. So it has its little original Murano label on it. Murano, Italy. This is probably from the 1950s just because of the style of sticker it is. It is a cute little latticino. That is the style of that ribbing you see, the white ribbing. I know it's not focusing. Let me see if we can. You can see the white ribbing on there. So this is latticino, which is really collectible. And it even has the gold detailing in the little dabber or the little stopper right there. So in really good condition. It has a clear bottom. And again, you don't really see a lot of the latticino in the white and red. A lot of time it's in pastel colors. But I love it. And it does. It looks like ribbon candy. So the only issue that I can think is there might be some damage to the dabber, but I've done my research. Everyone I found was like this, and it's smooth. You can actually see that they polished it. So I can't imagine that the dabber would have been much longer, but please note that even in my research, everyone I found resembled that. Some of these had more of a longer tip of a dabber on, but just please note that. But it still sits in just fine, and it does have that gold flecking. Let me see if I can get a little closer here and show you that. Thank you, Steele. I see you for 30. I'll highlight it here in just a moment. I just want you guys to see that. You can see the way they crimped that and twisted that, and it's picking up. So there's no chips, just maybe a little teeny tiny bit of roughness right there to the tip. I can't find any major damage. And there you can see the gold flecks in there. So gorgeous piece. And then here's your tiny little perfume bottle in the latticino. Really, really good condition. The measurements on this, it's 4.5 inches tall. 4.5 inches tall. And what I love is that it has its original little sticker right here. Made in Italy, Murano, which that is the 1950s. And that's usually also into the early 60s, that little label that they used. The bottom is, of course, polished. You're right, Susan. It does. It looks like a delightful little piece of candy. You know, this doesn't have to just be used as a perfume. You know, you guys could put this in with little apothecary jars. But you can see, and it's the name for that ribbing right there, the white there is the latticino. And again, when you guys research this, you'll see that you don't find a lot of the red latticino. You normally see like a lot of the pastel colors, the pinks, the blues. Super unique. Really great little Murano perfume, 4.5 inches tall with the original sticker, which I love finding glass with a sticker on. And then you can see that it has the applied bottom, which is polished and in clear. So, and then the little dabber here, again, really good condition. Every one that I could find online, it resembled that. This is polished. So if it would have broke, I would think it'd be a little more jagged. And maybe at the tippy top right there, maybe just a little rough. Maybe just a little rough right there. But you can run your finger over it. You're not going to cut yourself. The fact that it has its stopper is still remarkable. A lot of these, you know, you find them at the antique malls. They call them vases because they're missing their stopper. So, Gloria, I see you're 35. We're looking for 36 or more. We're going to go ahead and count it down. And the latticino perfume, I'm going to go for 20 because they were saying it was laggy. So let's count it down from 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. Susan, you know in this sale, we always talk food and we always want candy. I always want some candy.
I don't know. I'm kind of a bit on candy overload after the latest surprise I received in the mail. I think I need to take a break because I overindulged. Thank you, Amy. It was lovely.
And thank you, Amy. I think I just need to slow down a little bit.
You have some left?
We have a little bit. I told Tina when we went live, before we went live, I said there's 2 cookies left. If they're up here when I come up, they're gone no matter what. So, Patsy, thank you. I see you're 47 just in case. Steele Whisper with a just in case of 50. So, Steele, it's yours for 48. Thank you so much. Alrighty, Bill.
Well, absolutely nothing to apologize for, Jamie. I love Amy, I love the food coma, the candy sugar coma. So I'm going to start this at 20, Jason, and I have another framed piece tonight. I turned the brightness on my display down. Hopefully we'll be able to see it a little bit better. So I picked this up for a couple of reasons, and I'll tell you, but this is actually titled A Pilgrimage to Lourdes. And right now, as all of you know, I'm sure, it's the holy season for many different faith systems. For people who are of the Catholic persuasion, we believe that this location in France, Lourdes, France, where it's believed that the Virgin Mary appeared multiple times, is a place of healing. And I think you all heard earlier that I'm a public health professor, so I love finding vintage things that have something to do with health or healing. And if you look in this beautiful picture, this is actually the Lourdes Shrine in France with the Virgin Mary here. And I just thought it was an appropriate time of the year to bring this to see if I can find a home for it. You see all of these people who have taken the pilgrimage to Lourdes, bringing their loved ones, and their loved ones aren't in beds. They're actually on, I don't know the technical name for them, but they're on these carts that people would walk from town up to the shrine, where sort of like in a procession. So these people are on sort of these hay-filled or straw-filled beds, praying for healing at the shrine. It's really, really, I think, a neat piece for, again, a gallery wall or for a home for whom this has meaning. It is 10 inches from top to bottom and 8 inches across. And I believe this would be called a print. I believe this was printed on a printing press. Just trying to give you some of the detail. It is really detailed, really beautiful. I mean, if you just look at the clothes of the time as well, what people are wearing, could you imagine making a pilgrimage with that dress and that big bustle in the back? Now that is faith, right?
I've
And
never seen, Bill, I've never seen a faith-based print like this with such Victorian turn of the century attire. This is so different.
well, that was the height of, well, I should say till this day, people still revere lords, but that's really when it started. The pilgrimage movement started in the early Victorian period. But again, this is really interesting, I think, print for folks who are interested in this sort of thing. But I just love the fact that, yes, very hot and difficult, Karen.
Yes.
I just love the fact that there are so many depictions of ill people in the painting. And then, of course, or in the print. Of course, the public health person in me wonders how many of these are like very like vaccine preventable diseases, or diseases that today are so easily preventable, because most people back then, if they lived as long as the people in this picture, did die of infectious diseases, which we have good control over these days, many of which we do. But I'm not going to prolong this in terms of a public health discussion. I just thought it was interesting. It fit my sort of mood for today. So just wanted to know if anyone else might be interested in it. It does have a back with a hanger on it, so it does definitely have a lot of age. Really fun. So we'll bring it back later.
Really neat, Bill. All right, I'm going to move this over real slow. All right, my next item is going to start at $26. And this, yeah, I was kind of going with the color theme. So these are Imperial glass. You're going to get both of these candlestick holders. These do have the Imperial mark, but this is a very dense glass. They are stamped here in the middle. So I was able to see the maker's mark in one of them. I don't think this is the one that I could see them in. So you are going to get the set for $26. You can see these are the carnival glass. There we go. That's the one that I could see the imprint of the, right there in the middle, the embossing of the Imperial with the C on it, the I with the C. So these are Imperial glass. Now, I'm going to date these to probably the 60s or the 70s because Imperial glass went out of business in 1984. So I'm betting these are more 60s, probably maybe into the 70s. So you can see that they have this great carnival effect to them. There is a glow to them, which I will show you. And everybody kept calling these Lotus. Everybody kept calling these Lotus. I'm not sure if that's correct, but I do love the effect to it. I think these would look great with some clear lucite candles in, which I don't have any to show them to you in. These even look great standing alone. They look great just standing alone. So let me show you. There is a little bit of glow to the top part. So there's a cadmium. There we go. You can sort of see the glow right there on the top. It is very dense down through here. I don't think that they put a lot of the cadmium in there. So there's not too much glow there, but there's a really good glow right here around the top. And apparently this was one of Imperial's known patterns. They did do a lot in that pattern. So you're going to get them both. I think they're gorgeous, especially, you know, heading into summertime. It's great to decorate with the reds, especially for red, white, and blue. Also with the reds and the oranges in your summer decor. These measure just about 3.5 inches tall, and then they measure about 4 inches wide. So let me just show you the glossiness, and you can tell that these are higher quality carnival glass because they did not carnival the bottom. If you guys, you know, want to date your carnival glass, one of the easy ways is to flip it on the bottom. If it doesn't have the iridescence on the bottom, then it's older or it's a higher quality glass. If they did put the carnival effect on the bottom, it's usually another glass company that reproduced an earlier pattern, or it was just a cheaper way of just doing it because then they didn't have to keep it. There we go. So you can see the Imperial mark right there. Again, these gorgeous candlesticks. Leanne, thank you. I see you for 26. I'm actually going to put them on my blackboard here and hold them up so you can see them. The carnivaling on these are so good. You can see the blues. You can see the golds. Again, they measure just about 3.5 inches tall. So they're a nice size and about 4 inches wide. And again, they would look great with taper candles in them. They would look great with your lucite candles. And this was a pretty noted pattern that Imperial did. So you can find little You can find actually a console dish. You can find a nappy. You can find a compote, all sorts of different things to marry with it. So, Leanne, thank you. I see you for 26. We're looking for 27 or more. We're going to do a countdown. Gang, remember, we are doing just in case for active bidders. So we'll go from 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid. And I saw a cobalt pair of these when I was doing some research.
So nice, right?
Yeah, they did it right. And if you guys love pinks and reds or amberina, these are going to pair well with all those colors. So there's the bid end. So congratulations, Leanne. They're yours for 26. Thank you so much. Thank you very much.
Okay, so if you're just joining us, you definitely want to stick around. We have a few more actual rounds, but then we're going to do some rounds of quick we'll call them quick claims. We need to come up with another term, but yeah, just some quick rounds of some opportunities just to grab something right at the end. So we have, I think, three more rounds before we do that. So up next, Jason, I'm going to start this at $22. I have this beautiful Norcrest Siamese cat. It's one of these sort of classic Norcrest pieces. It does have the beautiful sticker on the bottom. Trying to get it to focus. Fast finds. I like that.
Ooh, I like that too.
I like that a lot. Les,
I'm writing that down. I like that, Les.
Really cute Siamese cat. Does have the whiskers. Those are always something you want to look for. And these gorgeous eyes. I do want to point out that there is the tiniest paint chip at the top of that ear, but so gorgeous. And one of the things you should know about this sculpt is that it was meant to have a companion piece. There's a smaller Siamese cat that sort of snuggles in with this one. But it's really, I have never found them together before until recently. So I'm actually auctioning both of these, not for choice, but for that price, you would get both of them. So just so adorable together. On the second one, also in great condition, also with that beautiful Norcrest stamp. This one has a tiny, tiny chip in the paint on the paw. And then there's another one on the back of the ear there. This one also has whiskers, but only one whisker per side of the snout, which is so beautiful. Let me show you what they look like together when they're displayed. So fun to be able to bring both of these at the same time. How cute are they?
These are so good, Bill.
Yeah, aren't they great? And this is such a great pottery company. And what's really, what you need to know about these is the size, and I'm trying to find it right now. So the tallest one is 7.5 inches tall. So they're also sort of big. If you have a ceramic collection, these would fit nicely if you're looking for some height in that collection. But I just love how they're snuggling up together. Both Jason and I are cat owners, and I think we can agree that cats, this is a very realistic, as many of you would know too, this is what my cats do, snuggle up to one another. So right now it looks like the high bid is 33. Is that correct, Jason?
Yeah, Beholders came in. Unless Beholders was lagging on the candlesticks, it seems like they came in, with a power bid of 33 to claim them.
So you're bidding for the pair. This is not for choice, Robin, and anyone else. This is for the pair.
Yep. Nope. You're going to get them both. And Beholders, just while we take a moment, I did highlight that. Just make sure that is your bid for both of those cats.
Really fun. So I want to keep them together. I don't want to split them up. The hashtag keep the vintage together is my idea.
They're bidding on them. Yep. All right, Beholders, we got you at 33 then. Thank you.
So it looks like we'd be looking for 34 or more. Yep. Again, you're getting both. They were meant to snuggle for eternity. So that's what's going to happen.
These are getting so tremendously hard to find. Some things that maybe 10 years ago were a little easier to find, you just don't, and you always find the one. You find the one or the other one's completely broken and repaired.
And when I rescued them, Jason, and I think a lot of you who are hunters out in the wild, a lot of people in the chat can probably relate. This was a situation where they were both in the same store on opposite sides of the store with two different prices on them.
I hate that.
Yeah.
That's how they get broken up. All
Yeah.
these years, and then they get to the secondhand store, the antique store, and then they get separated.
Yeah. And again, this Norcrest ceramic, it's just such a nice light ceramic. It's just really, really lovely. So I'm going to go ahead and start a countdown. We've talked about them long enough, but again, this is not for choice. If anyone was wondering, you're getting both. Right now, we'd be looking for 45 or more. And if anyone is interested, you may use it just in case if you're an active bidder. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, bid end. There's just something so majestic about the Siamese cat, isn't there? Have you ever had one, Jason?
Yes, that was actually my first cat. It was a short-haired seal point. He was a seal point. So he was a different breed, but still was Siamese. He was the smartest cat I ever had.
I'm not sure I've had too many smart ones. They've been okay, but yeah. I don't know.
That we have now. They're wise guys now, let me tell you.
So thank you for the bid end, Karen. So Dawn had a bid of 45, but Beholders came in with a just in case of 55. So these are yours for $46. Thank you so much.
They're amazing.
I love them.
All right, guys, I'm going to break it up. I brought a lot of glass tonight. I didn't even realize it till I was spacing myself out. So I'm going to follow Bill's lead, and I have some kitty cats as well. Mine are smidge kitschier, I think, than Bill. So, of course, like Bill said, we got to bring our salt and pepper shakers because I think we're both known for that. We love them. So these are your quintessential plastic 1950s shakers. So what's great about these is it's a very famous mold. You usually never find them in their original holder, and you usually never find them with their stopper. So they are made of plastic. It's that thicker, good 1950s plastic. Just $12. You can see that the airbrushing on them is in great condition. A lot of times the salt or the pepper is worn off. I actually think these are almost new old stock. The handle is in heart shaped, so this would be great, if you guys want to use them in your Valentine's Day decor. But if not, it's never a hard time or bad time to have something with a little heart on it. So the cats themselves measure 3.5 inches tall. And then when they are on the holder measures 4 inches tall by 5 inches wide. So let me take them out for you. You can see they are that molded, like that Rosbro, like candy container, hard plastic. No real discoloration. A lot of times, the glues discolor. These are in very good condition. You can actually see the bottom still fits in. They still have their stoppers. A lot of times they miss their stoppers. You can see the little holes in there. And up close, these little guys are just meowing, talking, doing whatever. Very, very kitschy. And these did come in different colors. You could find them in a green. You could find them in a yellow. But the red was sort of a popular color. And you can tell that they airbrushed them. So there's the pepper. And you guys will note that this is the original holder for it because they actually have it hollowed out. So they fit in there nice and snug. You're right. They do look good in that under tray. You're right, Amy. And there's the little salt right there.
And yes, Les, these would qualify as plastic fantastic.
Yes, absolutely. And a lot of times these plastics got all scratched up. These are in good glossy condition with the airbrushing on. Again, these would be the same kind of plastic if you guys are familiar with the little candy containers. Super cute, really good, kind of slightly derpy, yet kitschy. Pardon me, fits that whole 1950s motif. Always a great collection or an addition. There's no name on it anywhere. I looked, unless it's hidden somewhere. A lot of times these are embossed, made in the USA. So there's the little holder. maybe just a tiny little scuff. Actually, that's in the manufacturing, that's in the mold. So then the little kitty cats, they just snuggle, sit right in their little tray, and then you're good to go. So $12, but if there's no interest on these, that's okay. We'll bring them back during the recap, which is $12. And the measurements, again, you can see they're a nice size. They measure, each cat is about 3.5 inches tall. The tray measures 4 inches tall by 5 inches across. So we are going to keep it moving, and we'll get you over here, Bill. We'll bring them back in the recap.
You have a bid.
Oh, okay. Hold on here. Move
It's
myself
coming
back
through.
there.
There it
Bad
is.
lag. Bad lag. All right. Thank you, Leanne. So let's do a countdown. Now we're looking for 13 or more. Thank you so much, Leanne. So we are going to go from 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. Meow, meow, Amy. Meow, meow. Meow, meow. So good. So cute. Cat lover or great for Valentine's Day. Or if you guys have a red kitchen, there's the bid end. All right, Leanne. Congratulations. They're yours. Thank you guys so much. All right, Bill.
So I've been taking note of all of the ideas for the naming of our last rounds. So I have them all written down, and Jason and I will deliberate.
All right.
So up next, Jason, for $28, I have a beautiful piece of old carnival glass. This is by Northwood, and it is the leaf and berry, or I'm sorry, the leaf and bead design. So beautiful. This design came in a lot of different colors. Now, this is what people refer to as the amethyst carnival glass. But when I've always been interested in this particular color, because when I hold it up to the light, I see like a reddish purple, but this is the amethyst one. They come in so many different colors. There's a aqua, there is the marigold, so many. There's a clear, so many pretty colors. But as you can see, a really beautiful design on the base. Before anyone bids, though, I do want to disclose that this actually is a rose bowl, and it was used as a rose bowl. As you can see, there is some hard water staining at the bottom. I didn't try to remove it because if I were to use it, I probably. So somebody actually did use this as a rose bowl. They put water in it and then floated big rose bloom or some other maybe peony blooms. But I just love the fact that it's been used. So just know that there is that mineralization on the inside, and lots of different ways you could try to remove that. I just didn't try to remove it. And therein lies the starting price, because that's why I set it at $28, because there is that mineralization on the inside. But really, really pretty. When you hold this up to the light, you really see those purple tones. Wish I could show you, but it's just so nice. The bottom is beautiful. So I think I mentioned this is by the company Northwood. So this is very early 1900s glass. Classic company that made a lot of carnival glass bowls and vases, and in this beautiful classic print. Let me just give you a 360. You can see straw marks because that's what we do see with this older glass. And then all of that sort of, again, I always think it looks like a slick of gasoline on the pavement. So pretty.
And it's that older glass is so clear. The way the mold is so rich and dense, and then the way they adhered the carnival to it, so good.
And what I love about this design, because there are these 3 feet, they were actually able to hide the mold marks within the feet and then up through this detail into the bead. So none of the panels are interrupted with a mold line, which I think is just so nice. I do see a lot of the older glass, and then once I see a mold line, I can't not unsee it.
Me
you know
too.
What I mean? Every time I look at it, and then I try to rotate it so I can't see it. But this design was kind of special that way, that you can actually see it here. It's pretty pronounced at the bottom here. But I love that they worked it into the design. I just think this footed detail on it is so beautiful.
Plus, I love how Northwood always did the natural, very woodsy, very, tree, like trunk, kind of limbs, all that. Very nature.
So Lucinda asked a good question in the chat, which is one of the reasons I didn't experiment with trying to remove the mineralization here. I don't believe that dental tablets would remove the carnival off the glass, but I am not 100% certain. So if someone did want to remove that, the mineral stains in there, I would definitely do your research first and test it on a very small section. I didn't even try soap and water, quite frankly. That might be all you need. But this is old glass. My guess is that those mineral deposits have been around for a long, long time. And minerals like to stay where they are.
And most carnival glass, it's a chemical treatment that they did to get the carnival effect to it, to the best of my knowledge. So yeah. I don't think, I don't know. I've never used a denture tablet on it. That is a good question, Lucinda.
Yeah, I mean, it's a colored glass with a treatment applied to the top of it to get this look.
Right.
This is old glass, so I'm not sure. Obviously, if someone decides to purchase it, they can do what they want with it, but I wouldn't do it before a sale. So Suzanne, thank you so much. I see your bid of 28. Just seeing if vinegar might be a good option as well.
Yeah.
There are a lot of mild, like even what do you call it? Hydroxide peroxide.
Yeah, the hydrogen peroxide. Yeah.
Very mild. But again, I would test it on a small section. I've never seen, but I have to say, I've never seen the carnival look actually be removed from a piece.
Me too.
Right?
Me too. Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and start a countdown. Thank you for the bid. Yes, these typically command quite a nice price. I'm offering this one just for someone who wants to add it to their collection with the knowledge that there is that mineral deposit on the inside. So beautiful. Even the bottom is beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
So we're looking for 29 or more if anyone else is interested. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. Lots of good suggestions in the chat for the winner of this piece. Really nice.
I say you just fill it with Hershey Kisses and forget that there's hard water deposits in it.
That, or, I say fill it with water and put a big rose in it.
Okay. Or some guacamole. How about some guacamole, Bill?
You're thinking the way that I like to think, Jason. Thank you, Suzanne. This is coming to you for 28. Congratulations.
So good. All right, gang. Well, we still got about 135 of you here. Please make sure you're subscribed to Garden Guy Bill's channel and his Instagram. The links are in the description of the video down below. Also, please make sure you're following me here over at Mother Tucker's. You're on the channel. All you got to do is click subscribe. Hit the thumbs up. Please give this a thumbs up. Even leave us a comment. Every little bit helps. Please follow me over on Instagram as well. I'm charging toward the 4,000 mark. Hopefully should be there soon. So thank you guys. Thank you guys. And Bill, I think you're at what, 25, 26 now? Like you're charging.
I'm way behind you, buddy, but I'm good. I'm happy with where I'm at. I appreciate every single person who even acknowledges any interest in what we do.
Me too. I echo that 100%, Bill. Exactly. Only $16, guys. And if you guys are looking for something that's unique, very Art Deco, this is not Cambridge. This is actually Farber Brothers. If you guys know your Art Deco chrome and glass pieces, it's either going to be Farber Brothers or Cambridge. So this is actually stamped Farber Brothers. It's in really good condition. This is your 1950s deco look. It's actually a divided dish in very good condition, but it would make a great candy dish. So the glass piece is actually inserted into the chrome part. I'm going to show you the bottom. There is not major pitting. It would need a slight polish. See if we can catch. Oh, boom. There's the Farber Brothers on it. These are very collectible. Thank you, Deanna. Thank you so much. No chips, no cracks, gorgeous ruby glass. You can actually see the under part here. Look at the great detailing on here. Very 1930s. I think this is very classy. You could use this on your dinner table, put it back to work if you want to. There's no dents. There's no major pitting. Again, it just might need a little bit of a polish. It has its original lid. I believe that this could be, I don't know that it's Bakelite. Could be. A lot of times they were, but I'm going to let the owner decide that. I tried to do the sniff test. It wasn't heavy on the oil smell, but nonetheless, 1930s probably could and should be Bakelite. Has its original lid, no major pitting, no dents. And then you can see it has its original flathead screw, which, gang, that's another little hint when you're out looking at your vintage. If it has a Phillips head screw, you know that it's newer. I mean, it doesn't mean that they didn't replace it, but you can tell from a lot of metal pieces if it's a reproduction, because they started replacing everything with Phillips head screws in the 1960s. So anything that's a flathead screw usually is 60s and prior. So 1930s deco at its best, gorgeous little serving tray, can be used as a pickle, relish. Well, here's the thing. It can and it will, but I'm not going to remove it. It fits snug. The Farber Brothers company contracted with a glass manufacturer. Usually it was Imperial, I think. Usually it was Imperial. And then each one of the glass pieces were made to actually fit the metal pieces that they put in. So sometimes previous owners would put an adhesive in it so it stayed attached, but the thought process was that you could remove the glass to polish the silver. But seeing that it's this old, I don't try to remove it because I've had some issues with the glass. So, but yes, the metal is supposed to separate from the glass piece, but Farber Brothers and all those other companies, in this right here that you're seeing is not damaged. That's actually the divided part. They made each one of those little metal chrome pieces to fit snug around the glass. But I don't see any glue in there, so I think the new owner could definitely separate that to polish and clean it. But a lot of people that collected Cambridge and Farber Brothers, they usually just kept it together. They usually just kept it together and polished it, but that's up to you. But I have not tried to separate it. So anyone that wants to bid, if that's a deal breaker, I understand, but I did not try to separate the glass from the chrome.
I agree. Downton Abbey worthy. I agree with you, Lucinda.
It is. It is. Thank you, Raquel. This is bougie. It is classy. It's neat, and it fits a lot of decors. Just because it's very Deco Nouveau feeling, this would be great in your 1950s decor. If you guys had tea time, like you guys were just saying, you could definitely put your butter bits in here. If Amy's still here, you could slide your butter bits in there. Put some candies in there. I just think this is great all year round. This would really, really look great come Christmas on your Christmas table. It would be really, really great. So, all right, let's count it down. We are at 20 right now. We're looking for 21 or more for the 1930s. Farber Brothers divided dish with the original lid, with the original base. Count it down from 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. I also brought it because this design matches those candle holders that I sold. So I thought they would pair well together. Different companies, different eras, but that's what's great about the glass. You guys can mix and match to make your own decor. So I was actually bringing this because I should have said earlier, it would look great with the candlestick holders on your table. All right. Thank you, everybody, for the bids. And 26 to Raquel. Thank you so much. Congratulations. I'm going to sit it down and get Bill back over here. Thank you guys so much.
Jason, I know you're not the biggest fan of the themed shows, but I would love to do like a Downton Abbey inspired theme at some point.
Bill, for you, I would do that. For you, I would do that.
You're such a good guy. So we are about to enter our last normal round. And I just wanted to say before we do, we really appreciate all of you being here. Both the people who are involved in the chat, we love reading the chat. We love being involved in the chat. And then all of you who are hanging in the background, just watching us while you're doing maybe some other things. But we just really appreciate you all being here in support of Mother Tucker Mondays. So my last item tonight, Jason, is going to start at $28, and it's another planter. And I actually featured her in my promo a couple weeks ago, but I ended up pulling her because Jason also had a head vase that night. So I just thought we would spread them out. It is this lovely, lovely lady. She is gorgeous, in great condition head vase. She does have just the minorest paint loss down here around the base, but I love her for a couple reasons. Because she has the look of a younger teenage woman, so I just think that's lovely. I also do want to point out that she does have an earring. Now, initially, this pearl earring would have the small pearl here and a larger pearl dangling underneath it. I've only ever seen that actually once, so I know that it's the case. Whenever I see this particular head vase or her sisters, who are variations, they normally don't have any earring at all. But I just wanted to point that out, that she would have, you see the white pearl, then a smaller black bead, then there would be another white pearl, but that is not present. But other than that, she is in great condition. She's beautiful. She has the sweetest, softest face. Look how full the lips are. Yeah.
Look at and I love the puffiness of the lips too. A lot of times they don't give them that pouty lip kind of look.
Agree. Linda believes she looks like our pretty Amy, and I couldn't agree more, Linda.
She does.
Her hair is fully realized around the back. And again, so many of the popular head vases, most of the hairstyles are updos, where the hair is on top. You don't really see a lot with long hair all the way down the back, mostly because they like to feature the back of the neck, and many of them are wearing necklaces. But this one has a full set of hair on the back. And yes, I know a lot about head vases. It's just, I'm a middle-aged man who knows a lot about head vases. What do I say?
No shame in that. No shame in that, Bill.
But again, she's great for a plant. She's great for makeup brushes. She's great for a plant. Did I mention that? She'd be great for a plant.
You have to, or that breaches our contract. Because if you don't mention it,
contract with myself, right?
No, that means if you forget, then I don't have to.
Oh, I see. So she is 5.5 inches tall. So she's one of the mid-size vases. She's not one of the 3.5 inches. And then there are some that are 7.5 inches tall. So thank you all for your interest in her. I'm going to give another close-up on this gorgeous face while I do. She would not have had a necklace originally. This mold wouldn't have had a necklace. So the only embellishment on this particular head vase would have been the earring, or is the earring. So right now we'd be looking for 31 or more. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. Gavin, kitsch is cool. It doesn't matter how old you are. Kitsch is cool.
Yep.
Oh, look at all of these older men who know things about things. I love it. Oh, Karen, there's a lot I don't know, believe me. Okay, so there is the bid end. So Carlene, your 37 came in right after the bid end, but right before the bid end, Harry came in with a 36. So Harry, my dear, this is coming to you for $36. Thank you.
And hello to be me too. Thank you for popping in and joining us tonight. My last item is going to be choice at $12. So I wanted to give you guys an opportunity. I know in the shop that the silver overlay is starting to make a big comeback. So I have 2 pieces of Fostoria silver overlay, and I'm starting them at just $12. So here is your compote in very good condition. Now, Fostoria is considered elegant glass, and it's considered elegant glass because it has a higher lead count, which means it's purer, it means it's heavier, and it means it's clearer. The silver on this is in very good condition. You can see it has a silver rim around the bottom here. Very deco, but this is probably 50s. I believe this is 50 silver overlay, but it has a good deco sort of a feel. Now, let me show you the inside here. What I love about this silver overlay, thank you, Noel, I see your 12, is that if you guys look, you can see all these flowers. They went ahead and added a butterfly or a bee. I always knew it as a butterfly, but as I look at that closer, it also looks like a bee. So each one of these little repeating patterns has a whimsical little butterfly or bee on it, and the silver is in very, very good condition. Very good condition. This one might just need a light polish around the rim, but it is still very, very thick. And you can see here from the underside, I'm getting a gnarly glare. So let's stick with that side. So this gorgeous compote with this sort of, lack of a better, fleur-de-lis sort of leaf style here in the center. And the compote measures just about 4.5 inches tall. So 4.5 inches tall. And then it is about 5.5 inches across. So that is your pattern. I would say those sort of resemble pansies to me, maybe. A pansy style flower, but I'm not too sure. Thank you. I think it's gorgeous too. So that's your first choice. Thank you, Noel. Then I have this gorgeous sugar and cream, and I think this is their thistle Thistle, if I recall. I think that's their thistle. And they also came in 2 versions. They were flat bottoms, or they had these legs on it, and 4 different little legs on there. These are in really, really good condition. The silver is very vibrant in them. Let me show you the creamer. I'm getting a heck of a glare on it, so let me show you up close here. Bring my black paper and let's show it to you. Again, this is Fostoria, and the sugar and creamer are roughly about 4 inches each. There we go. Now you guys can see the thick, gorgeous. Look at the detail on the handle. Just gorgeous pieces of glass. Now this is molded glass, so you can see, like Bill was saying earlier, you can see the seam right here on the foot. Fostoria was really known for their molded glass, but you can see the clarity in it. You can see it. You can ting it. It is what they considered elegant glass because, again, like I said, it had a higher lead count in it. So it was a little better than just your Anchor Hocking or something like that. This was supposed to be the elegant glass that you used on the table. So Deanna, I see your 15. There's your creamer again. Ugh, that glare is horrible, but hopefully you guys are seeing. Let's use the glare to show how crisp the silver is. So there's your creamer. There is your sugar.
So again, I'm such a big fan of this silver overlay. I think you know that, Jason. I brought some before. And to find pieces that are in this good condition, in my experience, because a lot of these pieces, people may not know, people would actually scrape the silver off and sell it. So to find them still in this condition is really great. And when they're filled with colored liquids, they look so amazing.
Yep, you're correct. You are correct. And I'm sorry, guys, for the glare, but I think you guys can see it is not missing. And I did not polish these. This is the way I found it. All you guys need is a light little polishing cloth if these start to tarnish, and they will. You're right, Bill. When silver hit an all-time high, that's what folks were doing, scraping this off to sell it. So, all right, gang, we're at 16. It's either on choice on the Fostoria creamer and sugar or the gorgeous compote, again, with the whimsical butterfly or bee along with the flowers. So let's count it down. We're looking for 17 or more. I'll just hold up the creamer and the compote. So let's count it down. I'll hold it right. Deanna, I see your 17. Let's go from 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. We're just looking for 18 or more, and that'll be on choice. Either cream and sugar. Here's your cream. Here's the sugar. No damage, no haziness, no issues. It'll be either the compote or the cream or sugar. Thank you guys for the bids. Raquel for 18. There's the bid end with a just in case. Noel 44. For 19, Noel, you get first choice. Let me know if you want the compote. So you can take the compote at 19 and or the set of cream and sugar. And then Raquel, you'll have whatever is back up.
Noel wants the compote.
Okay, Noel, I got the compote. So Raquel, let me know if you wanted the cream and sugar at 18. And then Deanna, you would have backup at 17. Sorry about the glare. When you guys see these in person, you'll be able to get how gorgeous these are. I love the cream and sugar. So good. So Noel, we had you for that. So Raquel, let me know if you want the cream and sugar at 18. And then Deanna would have backup at 17.
So Gavin has a question about whether or not you can, she'll take the cream and sugar, about whether or not we ID that sort of glass by the fact that it has 3 legs. And my answer to that would be much more likely we're able to ID the maker of one of those silver overlay pieces by the pattern of silver that they use.
Yeah.
They're almost always floral. Sometimes they're scroll work, but a lot of glass companies used a 3-legged design.
Yeah. And also, I also identify it a lot of times by the pattern, especially like the compote had that like fleur-de-lis or that piece in there. So, and once you guys start to handle the glass a lot, you'll start to actually feel the difference between, like, if you felt, for example, maybe Anchor Hocking's cream and sugar, and then you felt Fostoria, you'll start to feel the difference in the glass. So, all right. now we're going to go into our fast finds. I say we go with that tonight, fast finds, and then we can talk about some other things. So let's go into our fast finds. Gang, what we're going to do is I'm going to go first. I'll do a fast find, then we'll switch over to Bill. We have 3 of them. What we're going to do is we're going to describe the item, and then we're going to give you a price. So we're going to describe any issues with it, any description on it. We're going to give you the price on it, and then we're going to give you a letter. So the first person that we see enter that letter is going to win the item. So let's get right into it. Let's flip us back around. I'll come up first. I'm really excited to offer this. Excited to offer this. This is going to be $10. I know some folks enjoy ephemera. So this is actually somebody's trip. Now you can see they did tape the paper. So they did tape the little booklet or the little envelope that it was in. I know a lot of folks love ephemera. So this is this individual's trip. His name was, now I saw it earlier, his name was John Helm. So John Helm, he flew Eastern Airlines. I love the penmanship on the back. This would have been the official little book or envelope that would have held everything that he needed to go on his trip back in actually 1944. So you're going to get this. You're going to get, now there is a little bit of wear to it, but you're going to get, I think it may be unused because I think this was a wet it, you know how you would wet the sticker and then adhere it. So there is a little discoloration. You're going to get the original, very, very 1950s, or actually it would be 1940s because it's 1944. So you're going to get, actually, he flew during the war, which is even more interesting. So you would get the Eastern Airline little sticker. You're actually going to get his original ticket. His original ticket, he flew from Miami to Bala Beach. I'm not too sure that. What is it, Bill?
Balboa.
Was that a beach in Florida? I don't
Jason,
know.
it's a beach. What do I know about beaches?
Well, I don't know. But it seems like he just went from Florida to Florida. So, and I actually heard the lag because I heard Tina say at the same time you did. So there's his actual ticket. And then this is actually his little boarding pass. It's his little passenger stub. So you're going to get the whole thing. I think it's super unique. Maybe somebody else will enjoy it. It's only going to be $10. So $10 for all of it. Whoever puts in the letter P for plane can have it all. 1944. I thought somebody could work it into an assemblage, somebody who's a junk journaler. You can have the whole little thing. Just put in the letter P for $10. $10. I just think it's super unique. You don't see something like that often. Thank you, Noel. I knew somebody else enjoyed this unique stuff like I did. So, Noel, it is all yours. All right, Bill. You got this, Bill.
Yeah, this is my first time ever, people. So grant me some leeway as I figure this out. So I have this gorgeous, chunky little clear glass owl in great condition. And I would point out that it is actually signed by the artist on the back. 1970. The etching for the sign is right here. 1970. Thank you, Patty Rose. I appreciate it. And the artist's name is Lars Helston. So I believe that would suggest that this is actually a Scandinavian piece of glass from 1970. It looks really great on a light base, and you're going to have to look quickly because my battery is dying. But if you were somebody who liked the changing color light, just look how gorgeous that looks. And if I assume that this is Scandinavian glass because of the signature, just look at how icy and chunky that looks. These beautiful big eyes. So again, I've never done this before. So if anyone is interested on this signed 1970 clear glass owl that is 3 inches tall and 3 inches from side to side, it's going to be $18, and it will be the first person. Oh, I've never done this before. The first person to put in the letter B, as in Bill, because that's the only letter I could think of right now. So
and Lucinda,
go ahead.
I was going to say, and Lucinda, you're right. I read the thing 4 times, and you're right. It is he flew from DC to Miami. So, yeah, you were right, Lucinda. See, you did great, Bill. Boom.
Oh, fantastic. Someone was interested.
And Steel Whisper.
Right. I saw Steel Whisper first.
Did you see Steel first? Yes, no, on my end it's not. So we'll go with what you see, and on my phone it shows steel first. So yes.
Steel was
Okay.
first.
All right.
So
You got it.
congratulations, Dee. This is yours for 18. Thank you.
All right. My
I did
next.
good. Thank you, Amy. Amy says I did good.
I got to remember what we call it. My second fast finds. Now, gang, I'm thinking just filling up your little knick-knack shelf. So this is only going to be $12, and you're going to get them both. These are vintage wooden yo-yos. Now, I know how collectible the wooden ones are. I don't know what era these are from. Maybe somebody else knows from the font. But you're going to get the I think you pronounce it Durkan. So you're going to get the Durkan yo-yo right there. Still with its original string, I think, in the black and red. So you're going to get this one. And you're going to get the little Bosco Bear yo-yo if it wants to focus. You're going to get both these great yo-yos. Here is the embossing on the back right here. Come on now, focus for me so you guys can see great detailing on that. So this must have been the little bear version. So they're both the same company. I think they just look great stacked up. They look great in your displays. So you're going to get them both. 12 bucks. 12 bucks. The first person to put in a Y for yo-yo is going to get these two vintage wooden little yo-yos. You guys can decorate with them, repurpose them, but they're super cute, and they're actually better quality than the plastic ones you buy today. And I actually know a lot of folks collect yo-yos. Maybe it is Duncan. Maybe it is Duncan. You would think I'd be able to. I wrote it down pretty fast. Yes, it is Duncan. You are right, O to be me too. You're exactly right. Yes, it is Duncan. So they are Duncan little wooden yo-yos. If there's any interest, you get them both for 12 bucks. Just put in Y for yo-yo. But I'm not seeing any interest, so we'll get you back over, Bill.
All right. Risers for Wades. I like that.
Ooh, oh my God, that would look so good. So good.
You have a claim.
Okay. Oh, yes, we do. You got it, Patty. They're yours. Thank you so much. That's a great idea. Why didn't I think of that? All right. Thank you.
So, Amy, I made note of your suggestion for the name of our last round. So that's added to the list. So, Jason, I don't know. I've seen you guys do this before, and I know occasionally you do a choice. Mm-hmm. So I'm going to amp up the pressure and bring two items for choice right now. And they're both these beautiful glass floral-inspired paperweights. This is the first one, and these would be $10 for choice. This is the first one with these beautiful blue flowers in the middle and this amazingly controlled bubble right in the center of each of these three flowers. This paperweight is 2.5 inches tall, and that is the base. So this is the first choice. The second choice is also a floral, but a sort of different, sort of maybe space-aged flower, sort of millefiore, but kind of stretched out at the end. And this is like an oblong one, almost like a rocket ship. But I love the fact that the actual design on the inside is a circle, and then it's kind of oblong up here at the top. This is 3.5 inches tall. So I'm going to go ahead and show them both. So this would be choice at $10 with the letter O. O.
Isn't this fun, Bill? This is fun.
A little, we'll see. I'm getting used to it. Coming up with the letter is difficult. Okay, so Noelle, I see you in first with the O. Just let me know if you would like the smaller or the larger, or both, of course. So the smaller being the one with the blue, the larger being the multicolored one. And then Dawn, you're back up if Noelle does not want them both. So Noelle wants the egg-shaped one. I assume this is the egg-shaped one.
Yep.
So Dawn, let me know if you would like the beautiful blue one.
And then if Dawn passes, Les, you're on deck.
Yeah, I do need like a number chart or something like that.
I love doing it. I think it's fun.
Yeah, I'm getting used to it. So Dawn will take this one. Thank you both.
Okay. All right. And then my last,
I agree.
My last fast finds, it's going to be choice. Now, these are probably from the turn of the century. So they're probably turn of the century. They were very popular in Victorian times, and they were made in England. So I normally, when I used to find them pretty often, they were always broken or damaged. So they're these cute little tin. They want to show up. They're these little good luck, and these would have held calling cards. So they would have held calling cards for people, or they could have held notes, or they would have been great for the, a business person or, recipe holder. And each one of these has the little hook in it. These are the original little tin, probably early 1900s. And then each one has a date on it. This one is that says 1869. And this one says 1870. That's not the date. That's merely what they're embossed. I think that was their model number, or maybe when they were first created. I'm not sure about that, but I can tell you that these are both tin. They're from the turn of the century. They both work very well. Here's your larger one, and each one has on it M. Myers and Son. So most of them, that's what you find with that name embossed right there on the front. So this is going to be choice. You can take either the small one that doesn't look like it was used all that much, and these are tin. So these are, little metal tin that are pressed. And then you have the one with the little more patina, the larger one. These were used for calling cards and all sorts of other things around the turn of the century. So they're going to be $10 choice, 4 inches, 2.5. The first one who puts in the letter B for Bill, can take either the large one at 10 or the small one at 10. And these are really collectible, and they're even great to use. This is great functional vintage. All right, Noelle, you're the first one I see. So Noelle, just let me know. It's really easy. You can take both at $10 each, or let me know if you want the small one or the large one. Small one, both of them? Okay, they're both yours, Noelle. Thank you so much. All right, Bill.
Okay, my last piece is giving me Downton Abbey vibes, and it is this beautiful little mini Royal Staffordshire creamer. So this was a personal creamer. This would have been set at each person's place setting. If anyone is interested, it will be $12. But the reason I brought it is because it fits so well with the theme I was bringing tonight, sort of this nod to yesteryear gardens and landscaping. And the print is on both sides. Now, this print is called the Tonquin print, and it came in a lot of different colors, and green is one of the harder ones to find. There's a red, there's a blue, there's a yellow, and a black, but I think it's so beautiful. There's even detail on the handle here. And again, it is Royal Staffordshire English pottery, and the pattern name Tonquin is on the top. And this came with a whole set of dinnerware. There's plates and everything. But again, just looking to me like Downton Abbey. So if anyone is interested, it is $12. It is 3.5 inches tall. If anyone types in the letter T, as in Tina, you will get it. And I chose that because Tina's going to get me a Scrabble set so that I can choose. In the future. So the first person I see is Heather. Thank you so much. So this goes to you, Antique Agenda, for $12.
She's got the fast internet.
Tell me about it.
Ooh, man, Heather, girl, I don't want to be bidding against you in a sale. My goodness. Like, she literally came in, and another comment. Good golly, Heather. All right. So, Bill, do we have anything to recap tonight?
I do.
Okay. All right.
So you can't say what you said to me the other night.
So while Bill writes it down, I'll take the lead on this one. Gang, what we're going to do is we're going to show you any items that were not purchased or didn't sell earlier on in the sale. We're going to explain the item to you again, and we're going to tell you what it is. If there's more than one person that's interested in it, we will do a countdown just in case it's in play again. And the lovely Karen Gillette will be our bid ender for that. Karen, I want to thank you again so much for being our bid ender tonight. We'll thank you a few more times tonight, but thank you for being our mod. Holly, if you're still here, thank you for dropping all those links, and thank you to everybody else who participated in the chat tonight and helped us. So let me get you back up here, Bill. There you go, sir. It's all yours.
Okay. So I have, the only piece I have, $20 if anyone is interested, was that framed print, that lovely framed print of the pilgrimage to Lourdes. And again, it's a healing print, which is why I grabbed it, because I work in the health field. I just love this thing. It is 10 inches tall and 8 inches across. And as I said earlier, anyone who buys any framed work from me, if you want me to remove it from the frame so as not to send the glass, that's absolutely fine. So $20 print if anyone is interested.
All right.
That's all I had.
All right, let's get us both back up here, Bill. That was a good sale. You know, especially with us changing up a little bit and going into our comfort zone, but different for the live sales. Because, me and Bill do sell this kind of merchandise in our shop. So a lot of this merchandise is our norm. It's just normally not what we bring to a live sale. So feeling pretty good about it.
Totally.
Again, Karen Gillette, thank you so much for being our mod and bid ender tonight. Gang, if you're not following Bill, please make sure you're following him. The links to his YouTube and to his Instagram are in the description of the video. Please give me a follow. Give me a subscription here at Mother Tucker's. Follow me on Instagram. Before I get into my drawn out, Bill, when can they see you again? You're a busy man this week.
It's a busy week. I'm in the last month countdown while I'm covering for a colleague at work. So I'm doing 2 jobs right now in my full-time job. So I have 1 month left of that, and then I'm going to breathe a little bit easier. But this week I have my normal sale over on Instagram at 5 o'clock, the Kitsch Keepers, with my buddy Steph at Crazy for Kitsch. We have a guest this week. We're going to have lots of great kitschy goodness if you're looking to add things to your collection. That's 5 o'clock Eastern time over on Instagram. And then I will be back minutes after that sale ends with my buddy here, and I'll let him talk about it.
All right. Well, I want to go over a few other things really quick before we get into that. I want to thank everybody. Please watch. Both of us will be dropping. We're going to have some exciting guests coming over here on Mother Tucker Mondays. Amy's going to be over here with us now every first Monday of the month. Now, if she goes out of town, but for the most part, you'll always see Amy here on the first Monday of the month. She'll be our guest. What?
Misty.
No. It's going to be Amy and then Misty. Yes, once we get Misty, she's going to be joining us as well. So she will be joining us as well. So again, gang, Misty's going to be coming back to nighttime sales. She's going to be hanging out with us over here on Mother Tucker's channel. Really excited for that. Every single Wednesday at 8 p.m. here on my channel. Now, me and Amy are selling together. Fantastic find. So you guys know we love our kitsch. We love our mid-century. Again, I know she'll be making some handmade. So come join us every single Wednesday night here on my channel. I'm really excited about that. It's going to be a great time. And then this week only on Thursday night, 8 p.m., it's going to be the 4 of us. It's going to be me, Misty, Thrifter, Drunker, Vintage Hunter, Amy of Enamor Amy. I get so anxious, I'm slurring my words, and Garden Guy Bill. So it's going to be all 4 of us. We're each going to bring 10 rounds of epic vintage. So, gang, please make sure you come hang out with us. That'll be Thursday night at 8 p.m. right here on my channel. Trying to think if there's anything else. Again, we're going to pack up some different guests, bring them in on Mondays. It's going to be good. Then me and Bill will be doing some sales by ourselves. Gang, just again, please make sure you're following us. You're subscribed to all the channels, Enamor Amy, Bill's channel, my channel. That way you're clued in and watch our community tabs. I guess that's it, Bill. I guess we're all done. I do want to say one thing before I let everybody go, that April is National Transplant Month. It is the month that's dedicated to it. Guys, we do have some folks in the community that are struggling right now. Please consider giving the gift of life. Please consider becoming an organ donor. It would mean a lot to me, and it would mean a lot to other people. It's actually paying it forward, and it is the gift of life. So, gang, again, we couldn't do this without you. Thank you guys for your continued support of us, the channel. We enjoy just hanging out with you. You guys just come over, chat with us. No one has to buy. But again, thank you so much. And Bill, thank you for hanging out with me. Thank you so much. I love being able to hang out with you. And now I get to hang out with Amy every single week. I'm really excited. Don't tell anybody. All right. So we're going to get out of here. Have a great night, guys. I'll see you Wednesday at 8 p.m. All right. Good night, guys.
Bye, everyone.